what
Phil
that
Collins.
means, but sure.
It's a song.
Yes.
They're making it.
It's a
You know,
song.
I figured.
You not seen Tarzan? Come on.
Manakai hasn't
Uh,
seen
That's
anything.
not from Tarzan.
Tarzan?
Tarzan,
Yeah,
the
Phil
animated
Collins.
show.
It's just Phil
Yeah.
Collins.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's Phil Collins. It's not an obscure reference.
Yeah.
It is to Manakai.
No.
I
We
feel
should
like
know
you
this.
guys
It's just music.
Guys, you should know
Yeah.
this by now. Manakai doesn't
It's
get
got
these references.
200 million views on YouTube.
You don't
Yeah,
even
but
none
it's
of them
not-
are mine.
None. Do you know
But
how
it's
many
not a
people
movie,
that
because if it
isn't?
was a movie, I would not know it either. So
That's like 7.6 billion people that haven't watched it. Like
Yeah, the majority, the vast
a
majority.
high majority
I
of
mean,
people.
it's not even tracking like album sales.
Still,
Right,
the vast
you know,
majority haven't
yes,
haven't heard
Most people haven't. So
Yeah.
you all are the weird one.
it. Strictly speaking,
I am
numerically,
99%.
he is not.
And-
I
Right.
was about to. Yeah, that applies for literally anything in the world.
I don't know. I'm feeling under the weather. I've got tomorrow off, and I can work from home. So fuck it, beer. Let's do this.
There you go. Halldamir's getting drunk this session.
Take more than one beer. I only have one beer, so that, I mean, you know.
Oh, okay. Hey, you,
Although-
didn't say, you didn't specify one beer. I just
It's true.
assumed you
It
were
is called
cutting loose
Hobgoblin.
today.
It's
Yeah.
Hobgoblin beer.
Oh,
so
I love Hobgoblin.
it's
so
great,
good.
right? It's
I wish we had it over here.
On the topic of YouTube views,
I haven't
as well.
uploaded in forever.
No, that's not what I meant, but yes, also.
Mhm.
Gangnam Style is at 3.8 billion views.
See,
Oh,
What?
no.
that's
Billion?
yeah,
Billion.
So
3.8
first of
billion.
all,
That can't be right.
that's-
blown
It is.
Manakai's mind.
That
I mean,
can't be
first of
right.
all, that's crazy. Second of all, why were you looking at Gangnam Style?
Because that's a video I know that has a lot of views.
Nah,
and
I
want
know,
to
I
see
know
how many
what's
it
probably
is.
got more. How many did you say? 3.8 billion?
Billion. Yeah.
All right, hang on, let me check. We're gonna mute this. Okay, yeah, Baby Shark Dance,
I just googled
7.2
which had the
billion.
most, yeah.
Yeah,
7.2
Baby Shark, that
billion.
would make it,
7.2.
But
That's the
that's-
majority of the world.
But
I mean,
that's
it's
not
not-
unique views.
It's
right?
not unique now.
It's not
It's
unique,
some
no.
idiot doing like a, hey guys, I'm going to stream myself listening to this song 10,000 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then they do.
it's
And
upsetting.
That would only account for like 0.00.
You know, now I believe
views.
roughly the going rate for views into money is like 1 cent per 1,000 views or something. Halldamir, you might know this better. Translate
don't-
that to 7.2 billion views on Baby Shark.
It's probably
I'd
around.
take it.
that, yeah. I haven't looked at.
I'm looking at the top
honest.
30 and I see a lot of Ed Sheeran. Sheeran?
Sheeran.
Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran, yeah.
On here. So that guy's got it good.
He's a prolific artist from
I
Ireland.
held up my mouse over the name and it shows me because it's Wikipedia and has hyperlinks on everyone.
He is in fact used to like busk on the streets for change, and he's done really well for himself, as it turns out.
Sure. I wish I could sing like that.
Man's got a good voice. Got a good voice.
Hmm.
And,
Speaking of good voices,
I was waiting for it. I knew it. I knew it.
Ah.
one of you do the recap, please, and make it very long because I've got my food next to me.
What food is it?
It's Burger King.
Oh, what?
But what from Burger?
It's fries, it's a Whopper with cheese, it's a donut, it's chicken nuggets, and Coke.
All right, all
Oh,
right.
yeah, never mind a feast.
This is pretty
Yeah, it's
good.
a long recap. All right. If I may be so frank, I think this is on you, Sereth.
I did last week,
No, you
and
didn't.
I'm pretty sure I did like 3 weeks before as well. I've been
All right,
doing
it's
them
not
all
on YouTube,
recently.
but it is in my videos catalog. So guess what's getting pulled up here?
I mean, I've been pulling a lot of focus lately, and I feel like doing the recap is a fair price to pay for that. But I don't want to. Did
I
we say
mean-
Ari was going to do it?
I mean, I'll do it because I don't
I
think
would,
very much
But
happened.
I'm currently trying to troubleshoot my computer because I can't type or
okay.
use my mouse. So
Turn it off and
it
on.
have vanished. I have restarted for the like 5th time in the last half hour.
Amazing.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, no, you want to fix that for sure.
All because Razor wanted to update, and I was like, sure, why
Oh,
not?
Never listen to
Uh,
Razor.
Never update.
No.
Let's say there's a
There
very
she goes.
All right. So, recap of Odyssey of the Dragonlords. We needed a new place to go, and we deliberated and didn't come to a conclusion until session actually came to a head. As adventurers do.
Poor sheep.
And then we decided upon Typhon Island. Well, we didn't pick that. We picked on the constellation that is correlated to it. So we headed there, and this was the first time we left the Cerulean Gulf and into, is it the Forgotten Sea, I want to say?
It is, yes.
Yeah, so we went there, and it was different, tougher, but the Ultros is made for it. It was specifically designed to say a giant middle finger to Sidon. So here we all are on a giant ass boat in the giant ass sea, not caring about the giant ass Titan. Then,
Oh god, that's right. We saw freaking Kentamane.
yep. On the way, we were like, "Oh, these waves are huge. What the fuck?" And we realized, oh, that's just because Cantamane, the 100-handed and face, is just like on the bottom of the floor, just chilling and walking along. So, our characters more than likely shat their collective pants because he's magnitudes greater. And then that was over. As quickly as it happened, it was over. We found ourselves to Typhon Island, which was pretty crap. It's pretty bad. Let's be real. It's a volcano, and we needed to head into it. We flew and swam, and we made it. I still don't really get why we wanted to go on to a volcano, but Eudora's quest awaited. We went into the first cave, the Smelly Cave, if I remember correctly. And inside was a Arcanoloth, which was gigantic and bulbous. And we fought him. He dimension doored a lot. He fingered of death a lot. He what did he do to Demos? He put him in a different plane of existence for a short time.
Yeah, he banished him. I think.
Yeah, I think it was that. It was not great, and a couple of the little bug people, I can't remember their names now, what species they are. We fought 3 of 4 of them. It was a mess. It was a very messy combat, and we blew a lot. A lot was blown. But you know what? The fighters are A-OK after a short rest, ready to go, ready to fight again. So we pressed onwards into the volcano, as there were a couple other caves to investigate. But we then found this pit in lava. There's a pit in the volcano. Obviously, volcanoes tend to have those. That was filled with lava, and inside the lava was a black pit of despair, which coincidentally is exactly what Eudora needed to jump into to save to break her curse. So that's what Darius did. He jumped in, feet first, into the pit. And
Excuse me, he jumped Gandalf style with the
Gandalf style
with the staff of fire in front of him, going down.
Oh, I thought tumbling out of control for a while.
No, he controlled himself and had the sword and the stuff. And then the rest of us started hearing voices from the pit telling us of wonderful things that we could have, like blessings, but we should definitely jump into the pit. Artemisia's trepidatious, doesn't really want to do it, but her friend's down there, and it's been suspiciously long. Demos is thinking the same thing, but is listening to these voices, and I don't quite remember what Ariad was. I think she was equally concerned with her newfound friend, possibly newfound dead, And then we cut to Darius, who turned out to be in front of a Cerberus, like fully grown, fully alive one. And in front of him was Eudora's granddad, who got the curse, the original curse, OG curse man. And yeah, we have to kill him to break the curse or leave. And there was some like inner debate in Darius. So that's basically where we left off, with Darius being given the GM heads up of, hey, you'll die if you try to like fuck with too much, because the Cerberus is too strong for you with no spells. And be careful. You could just leave. Maybe there's other ways to do this. And the rest of the team are thinking of jumping in to save the friend, because that's what heroes do.
On the topic of jumping in the pit, it is worth noting that you most definitely saw the effects of superheated magma near things that don't like being hot, such as bodies. That is very mundane, but very, very real. Chances are the fact that Darius has resistance to fire is very relevant.
Okay. That sounds very much to me like Sheep, you're saying, don't jump in, you idiots.
I'm saying that all of your characters would have the common sense that magma is hot.
I mean, yeah.
Recently acquainted with it, yes. I took a dip on a previous island.
I mean, I guess it goes to Darius to determine whether, like, how long he's down
perhaps
there,
I should
really.
just leave sooner rather than later to stop you
Yeah.
from doing something dumb.
There's very much how long you're going to be down here for, like, you know.
Yeah.
And we're worried, so, you know.
Yeah. I guess he should have. He figured that you guys would have thought this already, but, you know, maybe should have been like, don't follow me before jumping in.
I'm stuck, so.
That's true.
Well, that's true. You're paralyzed. Yeah. Forgot about that.
For like 10 minutes or something. So.
Yeah, a couple minutes.
Yeah. Well, I cannot see the other where I am.
1 second. It's true, you cannot.
Hades has been hidden.
Alright, to repaint the scene, Darius has found himself in a quite literally hellish place. One of ash, one of badlands reaching as far as I can see, with ash clouds and a permanent sort of dusty, dawny tint to the lighting. Occasionally you can see columns of just fire spewing forth somewhere in the distance. And anything that can catch fire is pretty much on fire. There are remnants of trees that seem to just burn forever, really. And in that sort of a backdrop, he finds himself in front of two things. A massive, apparently fairly patient Cerberus observing him with all his 3 heads, and a long wooden pole to which, attached with heavy chains, is the body, or a person rather, a dryad, who supposedly is Eudora's father and the reason why she has her curse.
Right. Well, Darius takes a minute to think, which, guess he's much smarter than me, since it took me a while to think of something. And then looks up at the Cerberus and says, "Very well. I suppose I will have to leave. I cannot go through with this. I would like to ask you one question before I do, however, if you'll permit me."
The answer is a low growl, but no apparent no.
Okay. You work for Butheria, yes? She is, after all, his prisoner. You're the jailer in this situation. What would happen to your position and to him if she died?
The growl stuff stops, or fades out as he says, "I would no longer be bound to my position."
Then let me make you this offer. I would never disrespect you enough to assume that you would do anything to betray Lutheria's interests. But she, one day, perhaps sooner than you think, will not be a major player in Thylea anymore. Should your allegiances to her no longer become relevant, if you would swear an oath to return him to his daughter on the material plane, I would swear an oath of service to you.
At this, one of the heads basically starts like a quiet hyena laugh, whereas the middle one, currently observing Darius, gets a bit of a confused tilt to it. With
Neither of these oaths would become relevant as long as Lutheria still lives.
the third one addressing Darius, "None of your words mean anything. You cannot, no mortal can kill a Titan. If you were to prove otherwise, then perhaps we could discuss. I do not see myself ever serving a mortal under no circumstance." You said you wish to leave, yes?
Sorry, I offered an oath of service to him.
Oh. Well, Cerberus
No, I
misunderstood.
say if Lutheria dies, then he might not care anymore, and he would either just leave or maybe just kill him or whatever. But I'm saying if Lutheria dies, if he were to return Eudora's father to her, I would offer him an oath of service.
Well, it doesn't seem that the Cerberus gets the concept that he can be served.
Hmm. Right. Very well.
Hey, give me an intelligence check while we're here, Darius.
Mm-hmm. So right, I don't have it. It's just a skill. No crown. So, oh god, that's a 3.
It's a free. All right. Yeah. The Cerberus, at least whatever you suggest and offer, is not going to mean anything until his current contract, so to speak, is served. So
Right.
that is something that becomes very clear very quickly.
Gotcha. In that case, I hope at least he understands the idea that this life may, be of some use to him should his contract end. So it might not be a good idea to just kill him or let him stay in Hades. But yeah, then I'll take him up on his offer to leave.
And with that, while you don't really know how it happens, after a blast of fire surrounds you, Darius finds himself on one of the obsidian beaches of the island. Not the one that the ship is on, but it's close by. It's basically in sight. But you're basically at the foot of the volcano.
Oh,
You on this map. Boop. The rest of you, the three.
I'll cast sending to let them know that I'm back and at the beach. I guess I'll come meet them in the middle or something.
Sure.
Send it to Artemisia.
Artemisia feels a tingle with the message.
I think her reply would just be okay. Dot.
Okay.
And she'll then like pitch her voice a little higher to tell the other two. Darius just told me via a spell. He's okay and has reappeared on the outside of the volcano. He'll join us shortly.
It's at this point too that Demos's paralysis ends.
It's like a sigh of just noise as he probably was finishing whatever sentence he was in the middle of like 10, 12 minutes ago. He looks so at me and says, "Oh, let's go find him then."
He said he'd meet us here. He knows the way. Just through a cave that's filled with dead things.
All right then. I mean, but are we continuing here? I thought we would go outside and check the other caves. Unless, is there another way around in this volcano? Sheep?
It's like an entrance, right?
There are 3 tunnels in total, one of which you've come from, 2 which presumably lead towards the other entrances.
Well, I mean, you know, can't go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well pick left or right.
Well, let's wait here then. Pacing a little bit.
Or we could meet at the front entrance.
No, we can go here. That's fine. And we'll surprise whatever lives in the other caves.
Yeah, we'll come
Fair
from the
enough.
back.
And I mean, we're not going to argue it because you're not here yet. And if you come
That's
here
fair.
and we argue about it, then, you know.
Well, if it's just me, I can just cast levitate on myself and just.
Yeah.
I gotta save my 4th level fly though, so that we can get back to the ship. But so I'm gonna be pretty useless. But I got a couple 2nd and 1st level spells left.
That's right.
You guys are gonna have to lead this one.
Gonna do insane things to all these
Yeah.
monsters.
I mean, Deimos was pretty much paralyzed the entire last
Yes.
fight, so he should still be in good shape.
Insane surge as his reflex, because he didn't. Everything else was just.
I got everything back, so.
So if I burn a levitate, sheep, can I just appear and retrace the steps through the Alcanoloth's lair?
It'll take quite a while for you to get there.
Okay.
But as you do,
I send Juniper ahead of me to just, confirm that.
Like you get here and we just jumped in.
Yeah. She's like, oh shit.
The spell was a
but yeah,
lie.
you're not accosted on the way there.
Wonderful.
Games wonders what the price of these things would be. I mean, some of these buffs were supposed to last for quite a while, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
the voice said it was entirely free. Like there was no condition to anything at all.
That's lies.
But everyone else thinks it's lies, and
Artemisia is very wise, Demos. Very wise.
so maybe she should do it so that we can see what it does.
That's why she's not doing it.
Because then we could come back here and get them before we fight the Titan. If we end up having time, that is.
It's an option. It's an option.
And it'd have to last like for more than a day.
Yeah.
I have to last like a few days. Because traveling between places is 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perhaps as a reminder, I reckon your characters would remember that. Typhon was also mentioned in the Journal of Estor Arcalander as the place where he was going to go to get untold power and immortality.
That makes sense.
He would
And
be
that's why he's
as
now a ghost.
unto a god as he could be, but he never actually got here.
Is there any volcanic sulfur around?
You can pick up as much as you like.
I would like to pick
It's
up
a volcano.
one,
It's
you know, many arcane cannons worth.
Oh, that's true, but there's a thing, arcane cannons.
Yeah.
You think we can strap a couple to a dragon's shoulders?
Maybe. I was thinking I could go on the boat, and
I think it's
Well,
meant
yeah,
to
like
go out.
a fleet coming towards Mitros. If we showed up at the same time, that could be pretty cool.
Shame they're expensive. 3,000 gold.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, hopefully
It's a
we'll...
down the road project. But while we're here, might as well get the materials.
Oh, no, grab it. There's no reason not to. And then let us decide which of the other paths we want to go to.
Yeah, you can see that Darius looks kind of bummed out as he rejoins you guys.
How was the swim?
Huh. Not something I wish to repeat. I found, well, if you travel there under the right circumstances, he twirls the staff in his hand, you will be transported to the plane of Hades, where Eudor's father, one who saved my life, that's where he's being held. He's not dead. It's some special torture condition. I tried to find a way to save him, but I couldn't. The way to end the curse was to end his life, and I couldn't do that either. So in the end, I just had to leave. But this was never my place to come anyway.
We'll come back in a
And,
couple of months when you've defeated the Titans and
yes. Well,
things different.
maybe one day Eudora will be able to rescue her father herself. That would be much better. But I had to try.
Well, I mean, you were here.
Yeah.
It worked out. So, yeah. We also killed a Lutheria worshipping dog thing, and who knows what else are going to be in these caves.
I feel like we should find out. Yeah.
Yeah, the two other caves were described as utterly silent, and the last one sounding like there was something more grotesque than a party going on.
I'd
So-
be inclined to the quiet one just because it's different.
So something we can do, something that's kind of neat about Find Familiar I didn't realize before, is that you can switch your senses to the familiar senses. Like you can look through their mind or look through their eyes. So, and I can also just teleport her to an extra dimensional space at will. So what I could do, since Juniper has dark vision, is just send her through the quiet cave and then back through the grotesque cave, look at what she sees,
It
and
is
if
a
she's ever in
limited
danger.
range. It
Say
is
again?
It's a limited range.
It's like 100 feet, I think.
It's not very far.
Yeah, but still, she could do some scouting, and if any danger comes to her, just have like a held action to pop her into the other plane.
Mm-hmm.
So we could maybe get some more info on these caves.
Certainly can try.
Sure, I'll send Juniper to the quiet cave, and look through her senses.
Alright, what senses does your owl possess?
So I switched my eyes to her eyes. Let me just quickly look. She has keen hearing and sight. She has advantage on wisdom perception checks that relying on hearing or sight. Dark vision, a passive perception of 13. That's it for senses, I think. She also doesn't
Okay.
provoke when flying out of an enemy's reach, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, dark vision is certainly the important one, as
It's dark vision 120 actually, so she can see
Oh.
quite far.
Pretty long.
I was thinking about making her spider or something, but she's pretty stealthy, so I'm sure a little owl hanging out near the ceiling wouldn't be horrible.
As the tunnel that your owl flies into, unlike the last one, which did have some dim magma-like glow to it, is completely and utterly dark.
Huh.
Night vision, though, does help. As what? She sees. Give me a dexterity save.
Dexterity save, hey. Oh, apparently I don't have her stats. Oh no, she's just doesn't have the right properties. There we go, PC. It's a 19.
All right. She does see statues.
Oh.
Life-size ones in, well, various poses, most of which just walking.
So I'm looking through her eyes. Do I recognize these to look like Moxina's statues?
Very similar. Give me a... What is a con saving throw on your owl friend?
I pop her into another dimension. I just want to...
Give me a con saving throw.
Nope.
Juniper is just instantly gone. You lose connection. You have no idea what happened.
I'm pretty sure I have a good idea what happened. Ah, damn it. So Darius's eyes have just been faint as he looks through Juniper's sight. They return to their normal eyes. I'm like, oh, great. Pretty sure there's a Medusa in there. Juniper saw statues that looked very similar to Moxina's. And then she disappeared. I think she may have caught sight of it.
Wonder if this is where Moxina went.
Oh, she threatened to go to Hexia, but maybe. Or perhaps it's just a different Medusa.
Possible.
Nevertheless, we should be very careful moving in. But we know how to take care of them. Done it before. It is dark in there, however. I can see in the dark. I don't remember. Demos, you have trouble seeing in the dark, don't you?
I mean, yes, Darius, I am human, not some.
Yes. Well. In your case, this might actually help you more than hinder you.
But if you two wish, just go ahead, and I'll catch up if I hear something.
Well, the darkness may actually help you avoid her eye contact. You may be in a better position than I am. But I wouldn't want to separate us more than we have to.
Sure, I could just close my eyes. It wouldn't be the first time.
Do you have magical darkness as well, if it becomes necessary? Alternatively, we could look at the other cave. But I would like to see what happened to Juniper.
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. I guess she shouldn't be here.
Because Ari follow, because Ari still has problems.
Yeah, on that note, also because I realize I still have to do something really quick. Let's take a 5-minute break, see if that's enough for Ari to come back.
All right.
Well.
Oh, Medusa. I mean, we took one on much lower level.
Yeah, and we kicked her ass, too.
I
And we took on the sisters and wrecked their shit as well.
Yeah.
I wonder why these creatures are here.
I don't know. Makes me wonder what's in the party cave. It's probably some Lutheria
crap.
cult.
Well,
Yeah.
the demons came from one of them.
I think they came back from outside. I think that's what Sheep said.
Yeah, they were getting something. Like food, I think, for the Arcanoloth.
Oh, okay. Oh, because yeah, he did when we first entered. Was like, hey, you're back. Maybe he thought we were the Mesoloths. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was it. And I realised we weren't.
God. Yeah, that was a moment being like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna invest too much in this fight. Whatever. It's a single guy, finger of death. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, it's the first deep water place we've been to, so. No.
Yeah.
We were still on Cerulean Gulf thinking.
We were like,
There's
islands, we're high level now.
maybe there's a bunch of Medusa here,
Yeah, there's like 6 of them.
or a super Medusa.
Why, hello.
Don't even.
A vampire Medusa. Each of these snakes drinks blood. Medusa weremammoth. You never know.
Oh God. The most powerful Medusa.
A Medusa that has its sight turned airborne. No one knows how, but.
Yeah, not even magical darkness can stop it.
No.
Well, am I misremembering? Yeah, Moxina did say she was going to
Yeah, she was.
Exia's island. Yeah.
But maybe that's all she wanted us to think.
Ooh.
We gotta finish this island after all. Then we're having a massive break. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just need to get to level 9.
Any word from Harry yet?
I
haven't
know.
heard anything.
But apparently she has to roll back her drivers, so it's gonna probably take a little while. Yeah.
I mean, can't really wait on her just too long if you
It's
are.
chat here that you shouldn't wait.
Spam Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, if one of you wants to pilot her character, that would be good.
Does she have
Sure.
macros?
Manikai, I think you know her character
Yeah.
more than us.
I mean, I don't, but it's 5th edition, so. Lots of Eldritch Blasts and such. So,
Yep.
spells.
Staff bonk.
Yeah.
She used the lightning effect, so
Don't have the character sheet, so I
yeah,
can't.
we'll just have to. We'll do our best.
Yeah, it'll be fine. How bad could these monsters be anyway? We killed the big thing.
All right. I mean, if you want to enter the tunnel, then you may.
All right.
Okay.
Right now, I've set up a light, I believe. If any of you has a light source going on, please tell me. If any of you have dark vision but don't seem to have dark vision, actually, tell me. But I think Artemisia and Darius have dark vision, and Ariad and Demons do not.
Believe that is correct.
I think Ariad has a warlock thing now.
Oh,
might-
Devil's Sight?
I think so.
Right.
It's interesting enough, does not cover low light vision. Weird little hole there.
Oh, the moon's out. I'm blind.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You
Uh,
enter
if
the
it-
cave.
Ariad has Devil's Sight, then not even my darkness would she'd have to close her eyes.
Oh, I'm blind. I see nothing.
Good.
I see a tiny circle around Darius. Because
Does Darius have a light source?
he must have, because I see.
Maybe
I
he
mean,
doesn't.
are you
he did.
supposed to have a light source?
No, I'm looking. I'll just hit clear all.
Okay. Let me
Don't
fix.
recall ever putting.
Let me fix the site for the people who can't see anything.
Could I ask Sheep just to make me able to actually move, to just give me a
Yes.
foot light source or something? So
That is what I'm about to
have like a
So you
can
can
see
move
my-
one square at a time.
Nicodemus cannot see himself. He's blind. Completely.
That did not work. Give me a second.
Did we take a short rest? We did take a short rest.
We sure did.
As we walk in here, I'm gonna trance. Whoa.
Oh, that's a bit tiny.
See just my helmet.
I
I guess
think it'll-
technically,
I think it'll have to be like 6 feet because he can't actually.
Actually, you know what?
I'll need
Bardic
more of that Sheep. Ideally, I would like to see the edges of surroundings.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am trying.
I guess that's like a 10 foot thing.
There we go.
There we go.
That seems
Right.
alright.
Oh yeah, I can see just the corners of Darius and Artemisia, and
Can you move?
I
There we
can move.
Oh, hey.
I'll be stepping
There we
into
go.
darkness whenever I do, which I guess is appropriate.
It is
Yeah.
pretty appropriate.
And I'll be moving at like 1/5 the speed because I have to move squares individually.
That's all right.
All good. All
Yeah.
good.
I'll also hand out Bardic Inspiration to the other three. It lasts for 10 minutes, so why
with-
not?
What's the what are the options?
Oh, right. I'm trying to see. Is there a good save for? Medusa eyes don't count as a spell, do they? So.
I'm good with the reflexes anyway, not knowing where we're going into.
Sure. Yeah, you can take reflexes if you want.
By the way, Darius, you have to survive until I gotta face a certain dragon. I think that resistance to poison would be pretty good.
Oh, yes. I very much intend to be there.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, lead on.
Survive the
I will
Furies
follow
first.
you as best I
All right.
can, because
So Darius can see and also is a good 17 stocked just in case. So I guess I'll keep my eyes open until we find.
someone else will have to area
Yeah,
because I can't actually see. Area.
I can pilot her.
Gotta go with this
at least.
authentic guy. Oh, okay.
To your left, to your left.
You'll have to reveal. This is a problem actually, because I can't actually move into beyond this little square
it
that
doesn't
Darius did before because the
automatically.
map is
Yep,
about
give
4
me-
like.
Give me a second.
And if you reveal just what I can see, I'll see like a tiny corner. Oh,
Yeah, there's a bunch of statues in here.
oh,
Scary.
take your word for it.
I'm waiting for the little juniper statue.
I still can't move because I can't. Like,
Do you want me to just drag you behind me?
you could try. I don't know. I don't think that actually reveals things as I
Oh,
move though.
I actually can't
I'm
move you.
stuck because when you have a map revealed, so there's just fog of war, you can see it. But this is basically vision block around me, which means I can't move.
If you wait, let me
Change your
just
fog of
increase
war to
this
all
side.
tokens, I'd say, or PCs. You know,
I could do that, yeah.
top right.
And then
Just
but I think if I click on my token, then it just goes anyway.
A bit more.
There we go. Now I can move. But you'll have to reveal the. Every time I take a step, you'll have to do the reveal.
For now, he can be next to Darius, I think.
Sure.
All right, let's just
Just gonna
press on.
There we go.
Take
Do
all
this.
3 of them.
There we go.
Painting a worm with my movement in the dark.
No, I still can't move Demos. The
No,
thing
no.
blocks me from doing
It'll
it.
have to be revealed every time.
Yeah. I'll just control Ariad. That's fine.
One second. Let me try something.
Step in tandem with you.
Yes. Can I do that? Oh. No, that's not it.
Just gonna click my thing twice just to track my inspo.
I'd have to restart the server for this. I don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, you can just keep moving.
Yeah, I didn't bring a torch, so
That's
I don't actually
for the
have one
best.
on me.
I do.
Let's say we always use magical stuff anyway.
I don't have magic either.
Do you hear any movement ahead of
Yeah.
us or anything like that?
Yeah. Can we audio-based perception checks?
Oh, give me a perception check, sure.
Cast guidance.
Well, they say when you're blind, your hearing is increased. So
Apparently it is.
Yeah, Demos does hear. Well, almost sounds like footsteps coming from around the corner here, like very very faint and only a few at a time.
Be pulling Demos along as well. Do you just leave Aravander by the door on purpose?
You forgot
yeah.
your dragon.
No,
how
he's
dare-
staying out of the way, man.
Okay.
He's
I remember
staying-
once Jonas's character had a scorpion.
I mean, maybe he'll be like by the first
Yeah.
statue, like hiding behind it, but you know.
All right. He does also
No.
damage. I noticed.
Pretty sure he had
does.
that scorpion just so he didn't have to have the like bonded item.
Yeah.
No, he had that because it gave +4 initiative
Yeah, that sounds like it.
instead of +2 to a skill.
Yeah, he has 10-foot blind sight, so
There you go.
that's pretty cool. But
Oh, I
yeah.
think I see a statue.
Yeah, you see a
Yeah.
statue.
I think I see a statue, friends. Maybe that something is
You've
turned
walked.
something
I can't
stone,
move
maybe.
Ariad either. Ariad's stuck.
It's a headless thing, I think.
She's hit the end of what she remembers.
Suspicious.
There we go.
Hmm.
Does that corner that Demos hears, does that track with Juniper's flight path through here? That about where she disappeared?
Juniper must be somewhere very close. I don't think you would remember the exact way the owl took.
Right.
But yeah, somewhere around here.
Yeah, it's certainly not contradictory information. Okay. Then,
See, when you guys move, I get to see your
Very
little name light up, so I can kind of
There we
hear
go.
where you are.
Yeah.
There's a rock just below me.
All right.
Yes.
Darius just tap dancing for navigation.
Yeah, he's a
Oh.
bard.
Just
Start
take a
acting
left.
I
like
think
one.
I see the
North.
edge of a rock.
Yeah, you go down or up for that, right?
Step like
Yeah,
Okay.
I act on so much faster.
vision.
Hmm.
That's
Just
amazing. Give me
fireballs as well.
another perception check.
Okay. 10. Bleh.
You do hear some noises from the south, but you're not entirely sure what they are.
Okay.
Well, there's walls everywhere else. It must be that way.
Here you go. Okay, I'm gonna start looking at the wall to my left.
I'm basically whispering to Demos, like, what is going on. Like, there's a choke point over here. Artemisia's, just giving him, like, an idea of what's going on.
That would be helpful, but man, my man, I only see my little square, so I'll take your word for the choke point. To me, it seems like a massive room with 2 statues in the middle. Tower Rock. Yeah, I have not seen any walls in this
I'll
cave.
take a screenshot and show it to you later.
It's all right. It's all right. There's a stand. Perfect vision. Inside.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm sure.
there's Ariad. Okay.
Yes. Oh yes, I always forget it. There it is. Here we go. We're approaching the choke point.
You also hear similar noises of, well, something moving away from you, coming from behind.
Coming from behind?
Wait for us.
But we didn't see anything come past us. What?
Darius checks for any tracks, any footprints or something of maybe an invisible creature. Are there any fresh?
Checking for tracks would be survival.
Yes, it does have dark vision, so it shouldn't be. Oh, nope, ignore that. That was the wrong button. Haven't used that in a long time. Survival. Cast guidance. Go 18. Something invisible moving around us.
Looking around, you do see tracks, but they seem rather old. Like,
Right.
as if they had been like, you step into mud and then the mud dries and then it just stays like that forever.
Yeah, not like glistening enough or whatever to be fresh. All right, interesting.
Okay.
Well, I guess
I
we
was going to stay
continue
near them.
Oh, that'd be so vicious. Oh, God.
Aravana wants to get to his mama, but it's darkness.
Come on, baby. Here you go. And like gently guide him. This way. There's your mama.
He sees only pitch black. Oh God.
Yeah. Demos, go on. That's right.
At that point, stop.
Mm-hmm.
As with sudden speed, undetected by any of you, which means surprise round.
Oh no.
A snake with a speedy snake-like what's the word?
Slither.
Sliver. That's the word. Yes, you know the word.
I got you.
A creature suddenly shoots towards you from the north. As I would like you to roll initiative.
Alrighty.
What could be so stealthy?
Demos didn't roll apparently. Well, there we go.
All right, as it is the lower body of a massive snake, the upper body of a grayish-looking woman, snake hair on her head, as it were, as with an angry hiss, she slithers forward and tries to wrap herself around Demos with a screech. She will multi-attack.
Oh, look at that.
Actually, that is not the right multi-attack. Oh, it should be.
I mean, I'm blind to it, so it has advantage.
As she will try to constrict Demos. 22.
Misses.
Well, damn. She, that's a whole lot of armor. She doesn't really much care about that. She's gonna sliver here.
Can I attack of opportunity when I'm blind?
You're also surprised, so no.
Oh, okay.
This is her surprise round. She will instead snake her at Darius.
There's a thing. It touched me. Something touched me.
Can you use a reaction when you are in a surprise round?
I do not believe so.
All right, in that case, that hits. That's fine. 9 piercing plus 18 poison. Yikes!
Reference.
Yikes!
That's
Ah!
surprise. Let me just make sure because that is relevant. If you're surprised, you can't move or take an action on your first turn of combat, and you can't take a reaction until that turn ends.
There you go.
There we go. Once.
As it will then be Ariad's turn, who
Do we not go back up to the top of initiative after a surprise round?
Yeah, I thought that's how it worked.
well, this is something different. Your turn still starts, but you can't do anything in it.
Oh, gotcha.
And there is a start at turn effect here, very much so. Ariad is surprised and can't help but look at the Medusa. There's no option to turn away, so she has to roll me a what's it called?
Con save.
A con save, yes.
Can I give her my 17 if I'm surprised? Or no, I'm not quite sure how. Because that's like seeing the future and making decisions and stuff.
I mean, does it take an action to replace a roll?
No. I just decide when it happens.
Yes, you can then. If you just basically say, hey, she rolls
Yes.
a...
Yes.
Yeah.
So she'll roll this. That was 7. So 3. So plus 4. So no, she rolls a 21.
21 succeeds. She is not petrified.
I'm not gonna get Ares' character killed while she's not here.
Darius, it's your turn.
Does Ariad get to take a turn or
No, this is the surprise round still.
surprise round? Gotcha. So then it's my turn to save. Correct?
Yes.
Oof.
Darius is instantly petrified
Oh my god.
as he joins the Garden of Statues. Artemisia.
Okay, all right. I choose to blind myself.
Yes, you... Yeah, that is worth saying. At the start of your turn, you can decide to voluntarily blind yourself to avoid the save.
Yeah.
Now that you're out of the surprise round, you have that choice.
I can't choose not to.
Okay. Okay. Just thinking of getting the right things, doing the right stuff. Doing the right stuff. So. Yeah, they'll do technically more damage. No, I won't actually. Okay. Let's just attack at disadvantage with my Xiphos, with Flurry of Blows, with my martial arts. There's some hits there.
Miss, hit. Also, just for the text, 2 hits for 15.
DC 18? What?
Jesus.
Well, I mean, if you fail it by 5, you're instantly petrified. Otherwise, you're just restrained.
Yeah. It's just such a
It's only
shame.
really a 13.
The silence of the cave is now filled with the mad hiss and general sounds of Artemisia punching something. As there isn't much coherent noises coming from the creature, as it just acts more like a snake than a
Can I
person.
know? I mean, it went this way, so I figured it's probably this way. It is.
Yeah, you can certainly hear what's going on.
I see. I hear it. 2, Okay, I can attack with disadvantage, yes?
Yes.
Then I will do so.
You're
Swing.
basically always blinded anyways.
I am. Let us swing a magic sword to get it. It is a 13 and a 16.
Miss and hit. Actually, no, both miss. Sorry.
Okay.
I was just looking at the 24.
Come on, foul creature. Oh, well, have at you.
Okay, Medusa will try to slither around Artemisia and Constrictor. Multi-attack. 24.
Yeah, that tracks.
You take 14 bludgeoning damage and you're grappled,
Okay.
which means you're restrained with all the penalties that applies, although the disadvantage doesn't really matter. But she also has advantage.
She had that anyway from me being blind, so.
It's true. 27.
Wow.
There's so much
I mean,
poison.
yeah, that hits.
As, the snakes she has on her head are basically like the size of your forearms. She's massive.
God, she must have such tough neck muscles.
Let me just check what my resistances are. Because, you know, I'm also a Medusa, so could be pretty pertinent stuff. I have advantage on saving throws against spells and abilities that inflict the poison condition, but nothing else. Alright.
Yeah.
It's poison damage.
Medusae are historically not very resistant to effects of Medusa, including themselves.
Turns out. God, what?
Should've brought a mirror.
36, I guess.
It's the whole thing.
It is literally the thing.
I need a mirror shield.
That was very painful.
Right, Harriet, I
guess I can play Harriet.
Oh, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay, go for it, man.
does she blind herself?
Daft Bonk can apparently stun people.
Probably would
Yeah.
yourself, yeah. Yeah, hitting people with the
Harriet
staff.
can blind
That's
herself
what-
and run up and try and Daft Bonk.
As I understand, it does like a D8 bonus damage in every hit, so. Lightning.
Yeah, it does decent damage.
Did we just lose Seraph?
He certainly went robot for me,
He
and
did
then
go robot. Well, he said move Ariad, staff bonk.
yeah,
So move Ariad, staff. There's just a
Yeah.
button.
Is she turning away her eyes or not?
Yes, yeah, definitely blind.
Okay. Oh, we lost Seraph as well.
I'll
Okay.
do
you don't
the
want to turn
thing.
to stone, ideally.
Yeah, so
If the choice between disadvantage or turn to stone, I mean,
disadvantage is very.
it's not a
Good.
hard choice for me.
That's a good roll.
A 20 is a hit. She doesn't have the additional.
D8.
Well,
Is it an
that's
extra?
more to the staff bonk because you can also let's see.
The Staff Bonk can stun her, which could be very useful.
When you hit with a melee attack using the staff, you can cause the staff to emit a crack of thunder audible out to 300 feet. The target you hit must succeed a DC 17 con throw or become stunned.
Well, there we go.
There's
Oh
also
man,
an
we all
additional,
get tank shock from this being
there's
in a
also an
cave.
additional 2d6 lightning on that attack.
Oh, all right. So let's roll the 2d6 then.
And it's a +2 weapon, which is, I don't think, there either.
No, I don't think so.
I should fix
No, it's
that.
just
8?
D6 plus 5, but uses. No, she might not have 20 charisma. No,
Okay.
it probably is in there.
Yeah, I think it's in there.
Yeah, worth noting that the stun on hit thing is a thing you can decide to do once.
Oh, once? Wow, I mean,
Well, still.
now, of any time to do it, now would be it. And
I think that's fair.
can Darius not decide that the Medusa rolls a 5 on that save?
The question is, do I have line of sight?
I mean, you were looking at her.
I was looking in that direction. So gamey.
Let me look what petrified says exactly.
And stone
It doesn't
ice.
specifically say that I can't take reactions or anything.
It does though because you're incapacitated. You can't take action.
Oh, that's right.
So
It doesn't use a react.
And is unaware of its surroundings.
Gotcha. Then no, I can't.
Oh yeah, the 2d6 bonus lightning damage is also a once per day thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, still, I mean,
of any time.
use it now.
Now
Yeah,
seems
use it.
pertinent.
Kill her as fast as possible.
Oh yeah, I see.
Okay. I mean, 17 con save, pretty good still.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I see. She
Fail.
rolled. Wait, her bonus is not in there. That would be a 15, which is still a fail.
Still a fail. Nice.
Done.
She is stunned as the thunder cracks.
How long's the stun?
Oh. 1 round, I believe.
I think it's 1 round.
Okay.
Incapacitated, can't move, can't speak, only filtering. Automatically fails strengths and dex saving throws. Attack rolls have advantage. So if you got any things that require a saving throw, now's the time.
Shame the only thing that requires a saving throw requires looking at her. Does it?
Time to
Yes.
grapple.
Well, isn't that a con save as well?
Hmm.
So, yeah.
It is. We actually force.
Does Ariad have any bonus action shenanigans she could do? She could do a quickened Eldritch Blast.
We don't know how many sorcerer points she has.
I'm trying to see if there's notes on her token. No.
No, probably not.
So we can basically mostly just use basic things.
Mm.
Yeah.
She will have a hex though.
True. Is Hex a bonus action?
Yes,
Yeah, it is.
certainly is.
Oh, yeah. Hexabish. Maybe she would have done it first.
Maybe
plus
choose.
1d6.
Yeah.
I mean, con wouldn't be terrible to.
Yeah. Would it be fair to say that Ariad would have hexed her first, and then could get an extra d6 on that staff bunk?
I think so, yeah.
Let's roll that d6. How you doing?
6.
Nice.
Alright, so 15,
And
21.
And
So,
disadvantage
can
on
you-
ability checks. I would say.
that doesn't
Does that?
strength?
I would say strength because I imagine that's what their attack is.
Sure.
Yeah, ability checks don't impact saves or attack rolls though.
No.
But
What's the
Demas
point?
was just talking about grappling, and I'm pretty sure that would work for
Yeah, I think so.
athletics check or maybe dex. I don't know. Don't like piloting someone else's character. Should just let Ariad turn to stone and play as myself.
I would say strength.
Yeah,
Alright,
sure, strength.
ability checks. Artemisia.
Okay. So, let's do some jazz to liven up the place. So, she advantage against her now, so that cancels out the disadvantage of
True.
not looking at her. So, first off, I shall.
Stunning strikes.
Oh, stunning strike is good. Actually, good call. So
He's already stunned.
yeah, but it goes on to then my
delay. Yeah.
thing. But I'll do this anyway. I'm gonna flip over because I want to expand that crit range. Advantages don't stack, I presume.
No.
So I don't get double advantage, but normal's fine. And then yeah, that. Hoping one of those hit.
Both of those hit.
Wonderful. And then let's make that stunning strikes. Or one stunning strike, I guess. So DC 14 con save, please.
She succeeds because her bonus isn't in there.
Okay.
That would be a 16 she rolled. Let me fix those because that's annoying. There we go. Alright, you pummel the Medusa as she sways in a stun state. Demos.
Swing the sword. That's a 14 and 26.
Oh, just on my turn very quickly. Aravandar will swoop in, bite, and then leave, but because she can't take reactions while she's stunned. So,
Is he looking away?
yeah, I guess so. But it cancels it out anyway. But
Yeah, but it's still sort of important.
blind yourself, Aravandar. Be smart. Learn what other Medusa are like.
The 26 on your attack hits, Demos.
Right, and then we'll use the action surge to swing again.
Miss
7 in
and
there
hit.
for 13 damage.
Medusa hisses. But is stunned and is no longer stunned. Ariad.
Happy the Medusa. Yeah.
Ariad will cast Shadow Blade and then Booming Blade because we're in darkness, so advantage will negate disadvantage.
Yeah, very good.
That hits for sure.
Yeah, so 19 for 15 Psychic and 4 Thunder, and she's continuing to blind herself.
There's petrified Artemisia.
Yeah, let's continue the press the attack. I'm gonna try pump as many hits in as normal, but this is at disadvantage now.
21 and 20 hit.
Alright, let's try get another con save out of that.
She fails.
Fails, she's stunned until my next turn.
Doesn't have any shenanigans against that either.
Suck it.
Demos.
Swings a sword. I
Yes.
think probably misses though. Yeah, those are bad rolls. Oh well.
And Ariad.
Same. Smack-a-doo.
Yep, that hits. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's a good combo,
Great damage.
and we're in a pretty ideal situation for it.
Yeah, the Medusa doesn't look like she can take another hit of that. Just the psychic slice. I guess you can't really see what's of it.
Only Darius will know.
Like blood out of nose situation.
Sorry, what was the question? I cut out there.
Be able to see that she's dying.
Oh,
Oh, actually, no, not even you can.
no, I
because
wouldn't.
you
I don't know shit. I'm a statue.
don't know shit. Alright, it's the end of my turn, so she's still stunned, so I get normal, not disadvantage or advantage.
Oh, and it's your turn. Okay.
Yeah, and my turn. Ooh.
That's 3 hits. 7, 7, and 5. You pummel into she screeches, not understanding how this can happen.
Let's do it again.
She makes it.
I make it. Aravandar,
That's right.
before the end of my turn, because he acts on my initiative as per the book, he'll fly in a bite. 7. Actually, 11, but yeah, whatever.
Unfortunately, miss. Demos.
Swing sword.
You've got Bardic. You could blow it on that 13. That'll probably get you over the top.
That's true.
Yeah, why not? Let's get the D8.
And with the inspiration of your statuified companion, the strike does connect.
Demos doesn't know that there is a statue.
No, he doesn't.
He'll chub the
doesn't.
thing and sort of hold up his blade and say, "Any more of you out there?"
Other than the drawn out screech that fades away as the Medusa sort of crumples to the ground, then crumples to well, almost dust, really. They are only the noises of your companions. The tunnel once again grows quiet.
Noises of 2 of his companions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a moment, open his eyes and see nothing.
I mean, now that they're down, I presume Ariad can like cast dancing lights or something and just light up the place.
Or just strike a torch.
epic thunderstaff crackling for some nice mood lighting.
So, petrification.
Yep.
Not that big at all.
We have 4 scrolls of greater restoration.
That
so if
none of us
load
can
them-
cast.
That's true. Maybe
No,
Kira.
not even try.
I mean...
Well, that's a
what-
problem.
That's a huge problem, yeah.
Does I heard somewhere that if you rub a Medusa's blood on a victim, you can do all sorts of things. He'll take some of the Medusa blood and put it on Darius.
Well,
Worth trying.
you now have a statue with Medusa blood on it.
Might be taking a while. Put a little more in there. Frowning. Well, I suppose you can't. I mean, looks at the others. Say if I happened to you. I said, Mia, you must know something about this. What do you normally do? You know,
You witnessed the first time I ever petrified someone, and that's a very permanent thing that we're never going to change.
yeah. Well, you know, but in when accidents happen.
Never happened, Demos. Never before.
Well, in Mitros they always say, Medusa. That happens all the time, actually.
No, I actively have to think about. Actively have to think about getting it to happen.
I'm pretty sure. I
It's
mean,
a conscious thought.
I'm not a Medusa.
I mean, I'm
I've heard a lot of stories about
I'm not a
Medusa.
typical Medusa though, Demos. I
Suppose
didn't.
that's true.
I didn't commit.
Scales than this one.
I didn't commit the thing that
Eyes
caused
and
this. So,
little snake-like, all sort of.
no.
And look at this hair or serpent nest.
I mean, I like mine. Just like putting places a hand on a couple of the snakes. They're nice.
Well, they fit in a helmet.
That is true. They've gotten used to that. But as for like taps the rocky Darius, there's as far as I'm aware, maybe magic spells can fix it, but I'm not a magic person, Demos. I don't know. I would ask Darius typically.
Yeah, me too. But he's made of stone.
He is.
Maybe the volcano knows.
I don't think the volcano has our answers.
Toss it back in. Cerberus is like, what the fuck
I
are
would-
you doing back here?
I would say take him back to.
I honestly don't know.
I would say let's take him back to the boat, but I can't get back to the boat.
We'll just swim with him.
I mean,
I'll do it, but the risk of failure is severe.
I mean, he weighs.
And one thing is having Darius as a stone. Well, having Darius as a stone at the bottom of the raging sea is worse.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. He had those scrolls that fixed things, right? But I don't know how scrolls work.
I mean, maybe.
How
Are
does-
they stone now alongside him?
Are they?
I don't think Darius would have taken them into battle. There'd be no
Well, we're doomed.
reason to.
Yeah, his possessions seem fine enough, although some of them you might have trouble actually taking off because, well, yeah.
I mean, for the sake of for sure, maybe he did. Maybe he brought them with him. Why not?
Like that would actually help us. Because
The whole point was that he couldn't use them.
maybe one. Maybe you brought one.
I mean, look at me, Artemis. Do you think I read this stuff?
I don't. I've only read the accounts of
Arians,
generals.
no offense, of course, but Artemisia, you and me, we know that. I mean, this is sort of nerd stuff.
This is very much so, and
Useful. I will never say it's not. But-
consistently useful, Demos. But it
You don't
is-
look like me and do this stuff, right?
It's
That's
not a thing we do.
Yeah.
Aaron's like, yeah, totally. You just do it. Like, nerds have to focus on it.
Can Artemisia do like a Arcana check to know if she knows stuff?
Sure.
Maybe she heard something back in the day.
No,
yeah, you know.
you can have Okay, I would have given you advantage, but I don't think you need
Roll
it.
to see if you crit.
You know. 19.
Blow the bardic. Get a 25.
Fuck it.
Well,
No.
oh, this is
fuck,
certainly
I hate
the curse, the curse of the Medusa at work. For all intents and purposes, Darius is stoned.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna go play some PS4, guys. I'll keep listening. Like, you have fun.
How unstone?
Let me just continue, please, before you go off being salty.
Okay.
It is the effect of a curse, so many magics that work against curses also work against this, although they need to be quite powerful. Specifically, Greater Restoration and the Wish spell can both work.
Would remove curse work if it's a curse?
Remove curse does not work.
Oh, great.
Well,
Yeah, I as a
I
player
feel like we have
know
a
this.
problem that's exacerbating the problem we already had.
Yeah. So
It's a good thing he asked for backup scroll, hey, Dennis.
how does one use a scroll?
All right. Goals.
How scroll?
If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible.
It's
Hence, we
gobbledygook.
cannot.
It's
So
complete
none of you
gibberish.
can use it.
Nope.
Nope.
It's complete
Not even
rubbish to us.
You were the only one who could, potentially, and that would be like a...
Yeah, that was a 50-50 shot.
So it is just magic that's too high level for
It just
us.
doesn't exist to us, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So it was
I guess
really
I'll
the
carry
worst person to have gotten petrified then. Huh.
You're literally the worst person to be petrified.
I
We-
guess I'm out.
can Demas look at some of the other people who are petrified here?
You most certainly can.
Who are they? Who are these people?
Most of the people, well, some of them look like sailor types, looking at the clothing and such. Others more armed and potentially dangerous. Walking with intent, or at least the pose they've been petrified in, has, well, stopped them in a pose of walking with intent. To Demon's eyes, they would look like either people who've happened upon the island by chance and decided to explore, or quite intentionally and went through here and didn't continue walking through here because they were petrified.
Do any of them look like they have been placed in a different spot, like the Medusa was proud of having petrified them?
Give me a perception check. Looking around, there do seem to be, well, not statues that have been moved around, but spots that might have once had statues and now no longer do.
Mm-hmm. So presumably the ones that have remained here for a reason. All right. Is there any stuff around? Does the Medusa have any stuff on it? Like, is there? I mean, surely it doesn't live in a dirt cave.
The Medusa itself does appear to live in some sort of bestial lair-like state. She doesn't really seem to have anything on her. But looking at the statues as you have, some of those do seem to have bits and bobs there that they no longer need.
Let's start by looking at the ones that were determined, because maybe they knew what they walked into. You know, maybe they were prepared and have a potion of depetrify. That'd be convenient. So. You know, a little thing that says, if you find this, I must surely be petrified. Please rub this on me. Yeah.
Well, looking around,
It doesn't.
the thing that would catch Demos's eye most easily is a mace in awfully good condition, likely magical.
Okay. I'll take a look at it. And look to Arian and says, what's this?
Yeah.
It is a mace of smiting.
All right.
Between us, if Ariad wasn't here, if we never replaced Valky, it would just be two idiots just stumbling around. With their smart person completely paralyzed.
And the other magic person isn't here either. So we're still there.
Okay. Mace of Smiting. That's like a normal weapon, right?
It seems like the solution to this puzzle.
Yeah.
Mace of Smiting is a +1 mace that increases to a +3 mace if used against constructs.
Oh,
Oh.
So we get
This
extra
looks
damage
good.
if we attack you.
So, if nothing else, if there is something on Darius's person you want, you could try and just like break around it and free that thing.
God
I
damn
mean,
it.
Maybe.
there might be a way to get him back to the boat.
Oh, God.
In pieces.
I know Ariad has used the catapult spell before. In all fairness, this really is quite a problem. I mean, he'll put the mace, he'll keep it with him in the stash,
Yeah.
but it
Certainly
doesn't
helps to have it,
actually solve our current problem. Though it's a cool
No.
mace.
I mean, I can even use it. Maces are simple weapons.
Yeah, but don't you have like the fucking axe of
Vicious.
Yeah, I mean,
Typhos.
I have a vicious Cyphos, and the axe is coming in a few days. You know, it's on back order. It got delayed by all the PS5 deliveries.
At the moment, I have a +1 Macaira.
Yeah, it's been COVID's been a real bitch. So, like, should have got here
I think I'll keep the mace for
should have got
now.
here like a month ago, but
It's a
Um,
backup weapon.
God damn. We have to get him back to the boat.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll carry him. Can I lift him? Is it?
What's your strength score?
I got as much as a human can have. I have 20.
As much as a human.
So if I can't do it, then it can't be done.
It is very heavy,
Oh,
I have to say, but you can manage.
it might be time to call
I asked him to help with the workout. Oh boy,
Kira's a
Both-
god. If I pray to her, she'll come, right?
I don't think that's
that
how.
how
Hey,
it works?
volcano! Was a yell out. But what's the name? Typhon.
I don't think the volcano can talk to you.
There's no answer.
Not entirely not helpful. Let's drag him back to the volcano. Maybe, I mean, it seemed to offer a lot of things. Maybe one of them is
Unpetrify?
petrification.
Oh god. We need a cleric. Because only clerics can cast Greater Restoration, right?
We needed one before too, but there weren't any to be found, so we had to do with Darius.
If we get him back to the
Yeah.
boat, maybe one of them will have answers.
Keep us associated. Oh, I mean, might as well check the volcano first.
I don't think
We were right
volcano-
here, right?
I mean, maybe. I mean,
It could be a case of just getting one of you back to the boat and then asking around while the rest stay with Darius's body. Like traveling him to the boat would probably be much harder than just like Demos going on his own or Artemisia going on her own.
Beyond that, like this, he at least won't forsake his vow.
Yeah, does it count if I'm physically incapable, even if I had no intention of
Yep.
carrying it out in the first
Sure
place?
does.
does.
Yeah.
At
At least it make it hard for the Furies to drag me off.
Cleric Bard.
Well, Artemisia, if you take the legs, I'll take the torso, and we'll sort of move him to the volcano pit. Let's go there. It's going to be a bit of a walk, but it seems like there's nothing else in the dirt pit. We just go back
Wait,
that.
Arya can just fly. She's flying today. Arya
Why?
can just go
Yeah,
out.
I mean,
Always
Ariad,
set now, so.
no, it has to. You have to have a nap. To
Oh, she
to
can't be
change
sad
it.
before she naps.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe Arya can go off screen so that no one's piloting her, and just ask her to go ask Kira what do.
Yeah, or at least like free transport while we haul him
Yeah,
to the pit of death.
And then the camera follows Artemisia and Demos as they do whatever they do while Ariad's gone.
Oh my god, it's like the Chuckle Brothers.
Oh no, I can't see nothing. I'm blind. Oh, you didn't think this through.
I
Darius, can you just
Well, Artemisia, you take the torso, and I'll take the legs, and
Okay, I'll just you follow where the legs
Yeah, I'll
go.
just make sure to tell me when there's a step. We don't want to drop him and break something.
Oh, I know. We can take whatever was in his hand. What were you wielding? A sword or something? If we take...
Shield, and that's it.
Oh,
'cause
that's a brilliant idea. Yes,
We'll
yes. I see where you're going. Put a torch in it.
Yeah, we'll just put a torch
Yeah.
in.
Hold him at a slight angle, and that should work.
Yeah.
I need an open hand to cast spells, so it's just a shield.
I mean, sure. You know, we'll do that. We'll slap that in. Bam. He's
Strap a torch to his open hand.
Darius is holding a torch. Ish. a torch adjacent.
Oh, it's like the 2.5 Stooges.
If you ever get a chance, just look up Chuckle Brothers. That's what this is. To the pit.
Arians,
we go
Akira,
to the pit.
save us.
All right.
As Ariad dashes to the boat.
Flies to the boat.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oof.
So you once again find yourself at the edge of the volcano.
Yes, reveal it, and I shall see. Dinos will now again say, Typhon, I call upon thee.
Do you look into the volcano?
He tries to talk first, but then yes, he glances down.
Give me a wisdom saving throw. You once again hear both of the voices. One of them commanding you to jump into the open maw, surely to your doom, but how dare you not?
He rolls a 5. No, I'm just kidding.
Artemisia, be sure to hold me back if need be.
And the other
Grab onto his
Oh, I'm motivated.
breastplate.
Never mind. I got this.
then give me a D100 plus 20.
Oh. Give me that 100. Make me a god, as it were. 62 on average.
As the other voice suggests that if you just agree, you could have the ability to, at any point, whenever you feel completely exhausted or infected by disease or poison, to just snip your fingers and have that gone, and for the next 24 hours after, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spent. Wouldn't that be something?
How long does the poison immunity last for?
Well, it just removes a poison, like, at a point of your choosing.
If I could have 24 hours of activatable poison immunity, then oh boy, that he's using, but he doesn't need it right now. He will check. Darius, obviously, because he got turned to stone, had his eyes open when he got turned to stone. Artemisia, help me. We can tip him over so he looks into the volcano. Hold on well.
I have literally no other ideas, so
Just
why not?
Hold on to him, and I'll
Hold either shoulder as we pitch him down.
Oh my god, this
over there.
session.
Aravandar will push up from his chest.
so he faces the volcano. Then let's give it a moment.
Yep.
As Darius is completely unaware of his surroundings, he can't.
I mean, it was worth a shot.
But maybe the volcano is aware of him doing it. Maybe that's.
I mean, it was worth a shot.
Neither of you feel anything happening.
He was
Just
so
stand up
obstructed, yeah.
routine until Kira.
I'm beginning to feel a little bit stupid.
We are stupid, Demos. We aren't.
But not in the ways that matter.
We're not. We're smart, and we're
I
intelligent
mean, I
people.
didn't get turned to stone.
That's the thing. We looked away, Demos.
Wow. Excuse me, I changed the future to save an ally instead of myself.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
we don't know that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm sure in the other future you're being
Get a hero
abnormal
point
for not doing it. Could you just hold him for a
Can I
moment?
get a hero point for that, and then use
No,
that to bust out of
Just gonna
petrification?
pick up some of these rocks laying here and then put them over here. Might as well be on the safe side. Can I just make a little pile of rocks so he's sort of laying on them, facing into the volcano? Just in case, because then we don't have to stand there.
Cares for a long time, then maybe.
I mean, you never know, right? Maybe he's just negotiating something.
Maybe he's
Demos just
negotiating.
sits on
It's Darius. He always has a
Darius's
plan. He
heel.
always gets out of these situations, right? Somehow always gets into them. Then,
Oh god.
all right. And then after putting him there, I guess Demon's Warriors.
So you say that Demos takes a short rest while sitting on Darius's heels, so that his face is over the edge, staring into the pit.
Seems wise.
Like, oh, well, got to keep the weight on, yeah.
You know, if the problem was destroying the statue, I would have that covered. But making it into meat, shakes his head to the vibe. I mean, how? You know,
It's a lot of push-ups. It's a lot.
you like sit down for a moment here. Just,
How long do you think it'll take Arya to get there, Demos?
couple hours. I don't know. We could go to the last path while he's here. I mean, maybe he'll catch up. You know.
I'm feeling a bit rough from our last fight. She got me quite hard.
Oh, she tried to get me, but then left. I think.
I mean, let's wait an hour and then we can see. We can see.
He nods.
Honestly,
Well,
you
lay
might
down.
as well.
He will just sort of lay back down on the ground here. Look up into the lit ceiling. Sort of
Get
Ah.
comfortable.
smells
Okay.
quite a lot in here.
It does. It's very. I'm not a fan of the smell.
Been 10 minutes. He begins looking around restlessly.
You know.
Do you think if we keep looking into the volcano, I mean, the offers are going to get better, or
I feel like it's
because it was kind of close last time?
I feel like it's possible, but I also feel that any good thing we get from the volcano, something bad is bound to happen. You don't just get things for free.
Actually, I've heard a lot of his stories.
Uh-huh.
Chief, I'd like to do a history check to see what I remember about stories about Typhon.
Okay.
It's just talked about sort of thing. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. What do I know with a 9?
I mean, you would know two potentially
Oh. What
No
do I
more
know?
stories. On the one hand, you do know that Estor Arcalander apparently believed that there's great power in Typhon, and it is true. There are stories of places of awesome power out in the oceans where one just has to get to, and the reward is awesome power. On the other hand, you also well, Kira mentioned that one of the other names for Typhon Island is Island of Horror and Father of Monsters. So make of that what you will.
He glances to the Darius statue facing face first into the.
I'm always tempted to get this commissioned, like just two people sat by a propped up statue that's facing into a
It's
volcano.
horizontal with a half over a ledge staring into a volcano. Just
With
be
a
like, man, what do we...
with a
What do we do?
studious
What do we
silver wormling just watching on, like, what's happening? Like,
What am I supposed to learn from this? I don't get it, Mom.
He says, okay, well, how about this then? I'll carry him under the water until I'm under the Ultras. You'll throw down a rope, I'll tie him up, and we'll hoist him.
I can't get there.
Oh.
Dimas. He
That's
flew
the
me
problem.
over.
Okay,
Yeah,
you stay
Darius was gonna use the
while I
flight spell
carry
to this guy.
Darius as a stone under the water,
I mean,
and then you, he sort of looks at her. I mean, there's a Medusa cave down there.
you are correct.
Maybe
But-
they'll never notice. It was very dark.
It's very dark. But I
You just
would like to
Move the corpse,
like,
and you could blend in for a while until we could find a way to get you back.
I mean, correct. I
Or,
think
or I could go twice. I mean,
I feel like instead we should wait for
I feel like I'll
Ariad.
carry you. I mean, that shouldn't be.
I think that would be easier than carrying stone Darius.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we should wait for Ariad at least.
Sighs. We'll glance into the volcano again.
All right. You glance into the volcano. Give me a D100 plus 30.
I feel like this is getting better.
Just scooches a bit closer. Ready.
Oh, take that,
Oh,
109.
No.
Ooh.
All right.
Demos is now a Hydra. Like, oh. Great.
Campaign's over.
The benevolent voice of the Maw says, "You know all those pesky spells and such? What if you just had advantage on saving throws against spells and all magical effects, just permanently?"
Permanently.
His eyes sort of go out,
That's
like he sort of,
pretty good.
one goes to one side, the other to the other.
In addition, give me a D100.
Another D100.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh no.
33.
All right. I will message you something.
I really wish I got 100 on that one.
Still gonna be the most bumbly fucking TPK ever.
You know what? It'd be hilarious. And
Only magic resistance is something Demos do.
After what, like how many sessions have we done? Like almost 30?
so many.
They're just
You know, it's not a good island. It's not a good island.
I mean, so far, you know, we just had a couple of cold.
oh man.
Yeah, you just have to think to yourself whether you want to accept the gift that the benevolent voice of the Maw offers, and that's that. The only catch is that you have to say yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh no. He's gonna be turned into a sentient cabbage, isn't he?
Perhaps the feeling is one that is hard to describe, but you do feel like the Maw has held its end of the bargain.
What?
And Demos now has a blessing of magic resistance, which means that you have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
forever.
Yep.
Just forever.
What else does he have? He's got something else.
And then he will look at me and say, "We should leave. This place is not good for you." He will look around. It already turned one of us to stone.
What
I don't think staring into this hole is going to be good for us in the long run.
What did you agree to, Demos?
It's just... You know, this isn't the time to begin throwing things away when we could have them. And we're going to need whatever edge we can get, or I am, at least, if I'm going to do what I need to do. But we should get off this island.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay.
Come, let's get Darius. We're leaving.
All right.
This is a bad place. And if we stay, we will all die.
Okay.
He will lift up his side of Darius and begin hauling him off to the coast.
All right. It's a difficult climb with a human-sized statue on you, but you're chosen heroes of prophecy. Demos is perhaps one of the strongest people in Philea. You can manage. Although halfway down the volcano, Ariad does return, and well, I'm not Ariad's usual controller, but she basically tells you that, suffice to say, Kira and Typhon are very, very worried, but they are sure that Valus could fix this.
Okay.
Let's get. We're leaving the island.
Can I get a lift?
Just we have to go. Artemisia, honestly, we don't have time for this. You just, if you have to swim, you got to swim. But I can tell you, pretty much guaranteed that if you stay here, it's going to be worse than whatever happens to you in the water.
But I can.
I'm not frightened easily, Artemisia, but this
know.
island is bad news.
What did
and you
you
need to get
agree
off.
to, Demos?
As he will basically take, the stone's probably going to be easier to haul in water. Just, I'll try to give a sign when it's there, and indeed he will try to move Daria's body into the shaking of the water, to not swim with it, because he has a suit that allows him to breathe underwater. He will walk on the bottom with the statue.
Wait, do we have a potion of water breathing or anything?
I will come back for you someday. I will never come back here, actually.
Wolbach has the other armor. Yeah.
But I
Get it
won't
from
forget you, Artemisia. I'll send someone. He will think about the potion of longevity in the backpack. Maybe that could help. No. I mean, oh boy, but he has to get off this island real quick, I think. Artemisia, can you hold your breath for a long time?
I mean, holding.
You could swim, right? You're a swimmer.
Nope.
What's there?
I can hold my breath for a minute each.
I believe Ariad has like 8 strength, so probably really bad.
Probably
It's
not.
con modifier. So.
He's got to swim. He's got to swim.
I can
Tell you what,
hold my
Artemisia.
breath.
I'll deliver Darius over there,
5
and I'll come
minutes.
back and be able to maybe grab your legs if you're drowning.
I can hold my breath for 5 minutes.
He looks out to the boat, says, "Oh, that's going to have to be good enough. We don't have time for this." And he will jump in the water with Darius, first and foremost. Leaving Artemisia here to the island to swim by herself, or maybe to get his help when he comes back. But he's not touching this island again. That is for certain. Any minute there is apparently, taking away time that can never be regained, and that is not something he wants.
How far's the boat, Sheep?
It's not that far. 5 minutes might be pushing it, but the main problem is the rather choppy sea, not the ability to hold your breath.
Yeah.
Is that easier when when Deimos is underwater?
If you're just walking on the bottom, I guess that's pretty fine.
Okay, because he wants to go until he's under the Ultras. It's gonna be a while, but he can sort of do that like moon jumping and whatnot. I like to say he's
Not
pretty
like you
eager
don't
to
have a
get
weight
off.
bringing you down.
Exactly, he's pretty eager to get off this island right now. And what exactly constitutes the island, right? Is it underwater, or is it? Just gotta move out to the Ultras. That's he'll come back to Artemisia if need be.
I mean,
If he could just do it, he will just put Darius under the boat, swim up and ask for a rope, swim down, rope up Darius, and sort of have them haul him up. Bulbuck can pull him up. Pretty easy.
Oh yeah, that's no issue.
Okay.
A rope is quickly affixed to like a position at the mast to produce like a crane. And ropes, there are certainly plenty. The crew is obviously on edge and eager to leave, just as you are. The island gives them the creeps, so that much is obvious. Although Xerxia observed this whole ordeal with some skepticism. But yeah.
He should look to her. Says, Xerxia, I know you don't help, but Artemisia can't get off the island, and she really should. Do you think there's a chance you could just carry her in a claw or something?
She raises one of her human eyebrows, as it were, before she says, I do believe Artemisia has just jumped into the water and is paddling. Looks to me like,
oh shit! Yes, I better go there.
looks to me like she'll be just fine.
Oh, good, fine.
Will I be just
Or not.
fine?
Oh, maybe not. But Demas looks and says, "You think she'll be fine?" Then he'll climb onto the boat on the Ultras.
Can't say I have much experience with swimming, nor do I want any.
Well, if you think so, at least the
Isn't
chosen
she a
hero.
green dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Stevens will sigh of relief when he stands on the boat. We should set sail as soon as Artemisia is on board. He'll scout out, hand over his eyes, watching for her.
I mean, I think you'll be able to track her position by Aravandar nervously flying overhead.
True.
He'll,
Just like
this
giving-
way! Come this way!
How swim? Sheep? How swim?
Give me an athletics check. One of a few.
One of a few. Oh, alright. I'm not great at these.
Got some Bardic left.
I do
Remember,
have a bardic.
Matrosian did this!
Guess I'm using my bardic on that one. Oh, it's a D8. Sorry, it's a D8. So it's 14.
14, you don't seem to make any progress. The waves are like, for a boat, they're nothing as close to the island as you are, but for you as a swimmer, they're quite rough.
Okay,
You don't make any progress, but you don't start drowning either.
let's give it a go. Let's go. Back in the sea. Huh. All right. Okay.
Yes, you do fight the waves. 2 more.
I believe in you!
Huh.
Yes,
All right.
waves, no issue.
Okay. Oh. Huh. Oh no.
But on the
Oh.
last stretch, you go under,
I mean,
being thrown around backwards, forwards.
Bulldog, something.
Demas
Yeah,
is in the water. Get her.
I could do. No, I could do this.
Yeah?
I
Well, he'll jump
mean-
in the water. Justin, no. No, you know what? Demas believes in you.
I can
He'll
hold.
stand leaned over and watch.
I can hold my breath for a solid 5 minutes,
You
according
can do this.
to suffocating.
You can do this.
It's a minute.
He stands there watching the water surface.
Number of minutes equal to 1 plus con modifier. When my con modifier is 4, so that's 5 whole minutes of breath before I start suffocating.
Come on.
Alright. Well, you're 1 minute down at this point.
I'll make sure. Okay. Oh no.
You don't make any progress, and you're still drowning.
Still, it's just. Is it a minute per check or?
Yep.
Like, okay, that's fine.
minute
It's
per
2
check.
minutes. 2 minutes. Oh,
Expect the
no.
Hexia. She can do it, right? This is just. She's just waiting. She's swimming underwater.
3. It's not good.
Perfect.
Well, you're now drowning still and are 2 steps underwater. I think at this point, observing this ordeal, it's probably going to be both Bulbug and Pythor at this point who just jump in there together.
Gotta keep trying.
Pythor's ultimate drinking challenge.
Nope.
Those two, I guess they don't really need Demas.
No. I guess they saved me on the 5th minute.
They will have no issue with this.
Demas is happy to see Pythor step in, though. That's the first time we see him do anything.
That's because he's got a thing for
He wants to
Artemisia.
fuck. He wants
Yeah.
to fuck Artemisia.
My new mom. He doesn't have a good record.
But yeah,
No.
after a minute or 2 of Artemisia disappearing from the surface, Kira's sort of throwing a sidelong glance towards Demos in that situation. Xerxia observing with, well, almost calm amusement from a distance. Both Pythor and Bulbug, with mere moments between them, will jump into the water to rescue Artemisia. And they are certainly adept enough that they don't need to roll. They can't fail.
He looks at her as soon as she's beginning to be hauled overboard. Says, "Good. Set sail for Mitros. We leave now."
The sailors mumble a bit, considering, well, you just come from here, but
The stone Darius as well.
Kara seems to agree.
Wasted so much time. Sorry.
Yeah.
Set
That's-
weigh anchor. Set sail.
The boat will quickly distance itself from the cursed maw they
Watches the island as we leave,
Typhon.
not willing to look away before it's gone.
All right. Before
She will say in a low voice to Artemisia. We'll probably get gasping, say like,
Mm-hmm.
"That thing will be in my dreams forever." I think. She shudders.
well, as she's like covering her
Like
breath.
like a Cthulian type madness or
Or
something.
who knows? But
Oh God.
as she's recovering her breath, she's not even going to finish recovering her breath before she like grabs Demos's like the top of his breastplate and like pulls him down to her like height and says, "What on this land did you agree to, Demos?"
He shakes his head. "I can't even put word to it. That place is true evil, Artemisia." She looks up and says, I dare say perhaps I would rather sleep in the lair of Theria herself than upon that place. I don't know that I could describe to you what exactly I saw. But there, we should never return. And if we do, it will be the end of all of us.
Alright. Artemisia looks back to the island as it starts to shrink on the horizon and say, "Then we never go back."
If we ever get the chance to strike the stars from the heavens, I shall remove the ones that lead to this place.
She like lets go of his breastplate and like pats him on the chest and says, "We'll add it to the agenda."
I'll sit down, just be like, "We got so close to it, to obliteration. That means, yeah, I don't even quite understand it."
She shakes her head.
We will find another way to go to Hades for Eudora when that time comes.
Let's just get back to Mitros and get Darius his help.
Yes. We'll see if Queen Bellis has time.
She'll make time.
She didn't last time.
She like looks to Demos seriously and like deadpan, serious as she's ever been, says she will make time.
Just shakes his head. And what just inspired? So, I'm just. And she let's get our tokens off this cursed island.
All right.
I don't wish to be here.
I'm
It's
so
very
scared of
place.
what's happened.
You can copy your tokens then. And put them on the Ultras, where there's already tokens. If they're up to date, that's fine.
We should be.
Yeah, it's just health is different,
I
I
don't
guess.
think mine is. I'm gonna take the new one.
I'm gonna do it just to be safe.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Ooh, okay.
She also, but before she says, Artemisia, might I ask you a favor?
Sure, Demos.
Never inquire as to what I saw upon that place, for I will have a hard enough time trying to forget it.
We'll never speak of it, Demos.
He nods. Good. Thank you.
On a condition that if the time arises that I need to worry that it's for our party's safety, then I'll ask. But for now, I won't.
He nods. as long as we do not enter that place again, we spent our time. Safe to say. We will be fine.
And all we got from it was some shiny hammer.
He nods, yes, and a new bill for Queen Valis. And lost days of time. And I suppose we did kill that beast who had been stalking us in the magic bowl.
Sure, we have them.
He was a Lotheria worshipper, as I understood it.
Hmm.
Ridding the world of him, certainly worth it.
All right. Let's get back home.
God.
Yeah, let's see what happens while we sail.
All right.
Oh, boy.
I mean, that's only an air of uncertainty suddenly on the Ultros, seeing Darius petrified, Artemisia disappearing below the waters with, yeah,
It's a good thing I passed off the harp duties.
it is true. Then give me a D100 as the boat returns to Mitros, and make sure to mark down the time that you use on this as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did while we're
So
on.
we're currently on day 7. So leaving Typhon will take it to 6.
Yeah. So
from becoming an Oathbreaker.
Yeah. So every time we leave an island, we strike a day off, right?
So
As spending
Yes,
time on that island.
Assume that you spend a day on each island.
Yep. Cool. Just making sure.
A day or more.
Okay. So. D100, yeah.
D20 first, sorry.
Oh, D20.
so
Straight down the middle. On the
So-
first day of sailing.
It's an uneventful day as the Ultros makes it its most direct course straight into first the calmer Cerulean Gulf, and then further onto mainland Phylea. Give me another D20.
Alright. 13.
And a D100.
Okay.
It could be good.
Could be bad.
I mean, 92 seems really good.
That's all really bad.
Just we're in the...
This
the
is
terrible
day 34
I mean, last time we saw Kentimane,
on
so...
the second day of. Oh, my axe arrives today.
that's right. Sure does.
That's nice.
He spends most of this time drinking, I think.
Like father, like son.
Um,
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Damn it.
All right.
Oh no.
this is something.
Oh, that sounds like a worried one.
It's a
As
nice...
you travel on the second day of your journey here, the weather and waves turn, well, more and more sour, really. Higher, choppier, and just going about whatever you do during these journeys where you have nothing really to do, you do notice that some of the sailors seem to have disagreements about where exactly you are at the moment. Disagreements that are then cut short as your outlook in the crow's nets, perhaps Ariad supporting that, saying something along the lines of whirlpool ahead.
Oh
Which
no.
The other sailors don't immediately know what that really means, but there's soon a whirl of activity on the ship as well, as despite turning the ship, it continues drifting towards that just hole in the ocean that is suddenly, well, not suddenly appeared, that is just in front of you. It's your ship is being slammed by storm gales, violent waves crashing over the deck. You are almost certain that you've drifted off course somehow and are no longer in this Cerulean Gulf. There's lightning, and in front of you, a massive whirlpool, out of which you can see two massive stone hands reaching out of the maelstrom, almost beckoning you into the broad funnel of its waters. Yeah.
What the... What, Thylia?
I can give you a picture too.
Oh god, there's a picture?
There's a picture.
Oh my god.
I mean, last time you found
Kira.
you saw
What
the giant
is
loaded
this?
whale thing, so...
What's this session?
Suisia, are you going in?
I've been steer the fuck away.
I don't know. Well, we've tried and it's still drawing us in.
We'll yell out, Brace!
Oh my god.
Oh, they're chained
There's
too, look at that.
chains?
Oh,
God,
the
it really tells me to go in there.
That does
you know it's
literally
bad when this random event has its own
Oh,
artwork.
Oh
Nice.
no. Do we jump in?
Kyra, what is this?
She's not entirely sure.
Oh, good. Oh, amazing.
Excellent. Fuck.
Can
It's
Kira use the harp to give enough wind and water control that we can get out of here?
what spells
Well, it's
does
a
she have
ritual.
available?
Control
It
weather is-
includes control weather, which is an 8th level spell.
Yeah, but it's a
Control
ritual.
weather will not do it. It takes too long to take any effect.
Yeah.
Right.
You'd need something more concentrated.
Well, you know, we don't have... I could jump and pull the boat.
It's 1d4 times 10 minutes before the effects are
And
noticeable.
one of you could attempt to steer the boat out of this. The sailors are on a direct collision course, basically.
Demos, get on that, man. You're the captain. You're the
Yeah.
strongest. Take that
He'll-
oar.
Captain. He'll run. Grab the steering oar. Tell everyone to braze.
Can I go and help him?
You can, sure. You can do like a help action.
Hero.
Yeah, help action.
Don't know what these chained hands are. I mean, that is cool as.
Armando will help as well,
help
but
it.
it doesn't make any difference.
Hmm?
He's here to help. I'm being triggered by
what do
my
I
own
do?
snake from that
What's
last
that?
combat.
Give me a survival check. It's
Oh
not-
yes, excellent survival checks.
It's not so much about pure strength,
Oh, survival. Le-
about knowing where to steer. And since Demos is accepted by the boat, as he is the only one who has
Mhm.
agreed to all those things back then, you get advantage on this.
Okay, well,
Well, I mean, yeah, you get advantage anyway, I suppose.
20.
20's good.
20 is enough.
Nice.
You think you can sort of feel/see a way to navigate, slingshot yourself out of this, if you want.
Can I catch a glance of? I really want to know more about this cool thing, because if we leave it, we're never going to find it again.
It's certainly no natural phenomenon. It seems to be
That's the understatement of the year.
just a feature of this particular location, not something that has appeared, but something that has always been here. And whenever the ship just gets like heaved above it by a wave or so, and you look down, you don't see like churning waters. You just see a completely just infinite depths, basically. There's no bottom where the water is pooling. It's not caused by reefs or whatever, or water currents. It's just a hole to somewhere else.
But where is that? Oh, well, maybe later. I've had enough of mysterious places like this. No, Timus will look into the pit, and then like his eye twitches slightly, and he steers hard away to get out of this place.
All right. So in the massive storm that rages above you, you manage to once again draw distance from this. It's a busy few minutes, few hours as you're navigating through the storm, but eventually you're out of sight. The oceans once again become calmer. Unfortunately, you do seem to have gotten off course rather heavily, which is gonna take another day.
No.
Oh man, your days are dwindling, dude.
This is what we get for messing around.
Day 35, 3 days until Darius meets the Furies.
This is unless like if we can do this literally as like a drive-by, maybe we don't spend an entire day in Mitros. We would
Yeah.
literally just need Valis to cast a spell.
Yeah, you probably don't have to spend an entire day in Metros. Just get there and leave again.
And then leave.
And we
It's
got
gonna have to be
still
straight to the Dreamer. Yeah.
basically. We gotta go straight
You
to
have to roll those dice. It's the only chance to make it happen. Don't have time to get to level 9.
I mean, we might get a lot of stuff because story levels from this, or story
Yeah,
XP
maybe,
from
I
all of
mean-
this.
And, you know, it's only at the end of the dragon encounter do we need to be level 9, but still, you're gonna have to just go for it. We don't have time. Anyway, sorry, I'm a statue. You guys.
Do we have to roll for the third day?
You
No, that's
do?
it. That's.
Okay.
Oh right, yeah.
That's in for.
We get the same thing.
Halldamir, I believe you're
Uh-oh.
actually one day.
That's not.
I'm not 1 day
Forward.
forward. I'm not.
We
was
we were
one-
supposed to land like Mitros would have been the beginning of day 4
Yep.
before left.
This is beginning of day 3 when we get back. So this is the day we get
I
back.
still think.
Or
Yeah, the day we get back. Yeah.
Yeah, which is the same sailing day that
Okay.
is
yeah.
now.
Yeah, if you just want to do a pit stop in Mitros, that is not going to take you the entire day. But if you were to go like do shopping or anything, that would actually consume time.
Yeah,
I don't need to shop. We were just here.
it's
Yeah.
true.
But yeah, the third day of travel is once again uneventful.
Okay. Let's run into Mitros. Let's do this again. Dumos. Let's carry
I mean,
our
can we just
companion.
have Alice like teleport here and then fix it then?
Mm.
I feel like we
She
don't
can't
have to go
teleport.
in there and have all the hero moments and such, right? We could. I mean, I don't mind. It just seems to be faster.
Kira does offer that she could go and fetch her really quick.
That'd be great. Yeah,
That would
thank
be
you.
marvelous,
That's all.
Kira.
Time is a bit of the essence.
Time is a hella of the effort.
We need to be going again, and
Yeah, we need
I
to start.
couldn't English.
like a list of things we need to get to, and
A list of
the
things and only
world is
3
literally
days to do it.
balanced.
So she will sprint off. One of those rare moments where, you know, she shows off what she can do as she's gone in a blink. And after perhaps an hour or so, not too long, but you know, it's a big city. Valis is not as fast. The two of them will return. It's a bit of a commotion going on at the docks with a bunch of onlookers who have quickly gathered. There's always some around just wanting to be the first ones to see you return victoriously, but of course,
We're just gonna swoop by them and they'll be like, "What?"
yeah, they're not entirely sure what's happening. But the sight of seeing both Valis and Kira like rush back to you certainly does not seem to inspire confidence.
Mhm.
As they will return. Where is? Let me grab Valis as well. Where are you, Valis? Where are you? There you are. Valis with quick steps, in her imperious pose, walking up the gangplank, looking around, seeing the worry on the sailor's eyes before immediately fixing her gaze onto the statuified Darius, pretty much ignoring all sort of procedure that she previously seemed to be a fan of, to go here. She'll close her eyes, mumble a few words, before she almost explodes in like divine light, the orange-yellow light of dawn that washes over Darius, returns him back to what he used to be.
Arian, look away! What? Where? Well, it's...
Deimos looks down and says, "We never talk of what happened upon that island again. Never.
What?
No.
What?
No.
No, we were...
Puts a hand to his lips and say, "Shh. Never.
We
You guys...
You got
What
turned
happened?
stone. We had to return here. Queen Valis was so gracious as to turn you into meat again.
We're in Mitros right now?
We have to leave. There's no time, Darius.
How much time has it been? How long?
3 days.
3 days.
Darius.
3
3
days.
days.
We had 7... 3 days. Oh my god, we have to leave right now.
Peter says, "That's what I said."
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to catch up here. What happened? Is everyone okay? Where's Arian?
Harriet's
Points
fine.
up.
It's fast.
Yeah, oh, okay. Hello? Waves up at her. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Artemisia almost drowned.
Okay, fill me in on the way. We have to get
No,
sailing
no.
right
That,
No
that,
filling in.
that was the filling in.
Don't.
Darius.
There's
Oh, that
no,
was it.
that island,
Oh.
we never speak its name, we never talk of it again. Darius.
Pops off the
Things
box.
happened upon that island that will stay with us forever, and it shall never be spoken of.
Okay.
You're never going back. Ever.
Dallas, are you 100% sure you can't come with us? We clearly need you.
She gives you like a pained smile and says, "If I were to come with you, worse things would happen than one of you turning to stone."
Just puts a leg on the crate, says, "And with that, to the horizon."
Set sail.
Yes. Set sail
you.
for the dreamer.
It was a brief, but
It is worth considering that setbacks are the events that build true wisdom. Hindsight is a powerful tool.
it's nuts.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'll have plenty of
Real
time for
wisdom
hindsight
strong.
in about 3 days, maybe 4.
What constellation was Typhon Island again?
The spear.
The spear? Okay. What
What
we
is
know.
it?
Never
Is that- Sully the word spear. Such thing.
again.
Let's go somewhere else.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh,
Just
I
need-
feel good about the going to the Dreamer. That seems like a great idea. Yeah.
Well, I won't keep you any longer then.
Let's hope it's the right one.
Aye.
Others will disappear.
If
Yeah.
not, I'll have to make other plans.
I shudder slightly, just having thought about the place. I feel gross. Let's sail.
Artemisia, is he okay?
We don't speak of the island, Darius.
Darius is horrified, like, oh, what? Turns to Ariad. Ariad also just shakes her head, not saying anything, flies off to the crow's nest. I'm like, oh my.
A single tear dropping from Aria's eyes as he leaves.
She climbs up the
Darius
mast.
is. Yeah. What did I miss in there? What did I lead them all to?
I almost drowned, Darius. I was underwater for so long.
Oh, I'm
That's
glad
okay.
you're okay.
This is why Arisians don't wage naval war. Darius.
It's like a cultural thing. We can't swim there. None of
Darius
us.
goes over and gives Artemisia a hug. Gives Artemisia.
I said
I'm
when
sorry.
we left the boat, it was a bad idea to
I'm sorry.
have that gap.
Just keeps holding her. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Now to the Neversea.
To the Nether Sea. The Dreamer.
He pulls back, has like his arms on your shoulders, and it's like, I just need you to put up with my antics for 3 days, and then that's it.
We sail the unseen waters.
My axe talks to me.
Oh, you got the axe! Congratulations.
Talks.
The Axe of Thunder doesn't so much talk as
It transmits emotion.
yeah, you touch it and you feel like you know what it wants and what it thinks,
It
but
wants to
there
kill.
aren't any
It's
words.
just passive aggressive. It just never actually tells you. Just assumes that you should He's like, you should know.
Just wants
You're
to
like,
kill.
what's wrong, Axe? And it's like, if you cared, you'd know. And you're like,
Yeah. If
oh,
you cared, you'd already. Yeah, you wouldn't have to ask. Oh, for
Yeah,
fuck's sake, Axe.
Yeah, things like when Artemisia might think back to Typhon Island, the X suggests with no words really, that it's probably the Titan's fault.
It's probably the Titan's fault. Yeah.
oh, if only you knew.
It's okay. We're gonna kill the Titans. The Axe is happy with killing Titans. We're gonna kill Titans.
Why are all the sailors talking about hands coming out of the sea? Did you find Kentmate again?
No. Well.
That was a different thing. Bound hands reaching out to the sea, trying to reach for the Ultros.
Yeah.
As frozen in
Gosh.
movement. I barely steered us out of it. But it took a
That's-
day to get back on track.
Oh my god.
It took us
I
completely,
missed it.
of course.
Oh, Arian! She has writings!
When they
Someone
paint,
got it.
When they paint these tales, that is an art piece that will come. Demos saving the Ultros, it we call it. He
Yeah.
wrangles
I,
the chains to the rudders with his hands. Palms bleeding at the chains. Just make it happen. Yeah.
Well.
But it will drown in all the other mighty deeds.
All the deeds in the
Alright.
Never Sea. What?
Yeah.
What is the story for the Dreamer Sheep?
The Dreamer.
I think we heard it already.
I've not got it written
I
down.
like story time.
I've not
We
got
heard it
written
and we were
down.
like, yeah, that's definitely.
It's possible.
I've definitely told it before. I can tell
Oh.
it again. What's it called?
Remind us, sheep.
The Dreamer.
Sing us a song of merrier times.
There was once a beautiful wheel of stars there, but they were swallowed by the ravening mouth of the Dreamer. You can see her just below, cresting the horizon. She sleepwalks through all the sky, harvesting the other stars one by one in preparation for the great feast at the end of time. There have always been two kinds of sailors in Valia, some who grow old and wise, and some who sail towards the Dreamer.
Yeah, 100%. There's no way it's not.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
What about like Dreamland and like
Say horrible prison.
dressing and feasts and whatnot? It's 100%.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, we're betting it all on it. So
And
Well, we know that the Fates said that the creature that pulls Lutheria's barge does so in the Nether Sea.
yes.
well, yes, but that's not the thing we're looking for.
No, it's not.
No, but we know that the Nether Sea, so that implies that Lutheria's domain is the Nether Sea,
Hmm.
and we know the Nether Sea is where we want to go to because that's where Hezebel. So you can kind of put it
It's
all
true.
together.
That's true. Let's go.
It's
Away
enough
we
deductive
go.
reasoning
It's
to.
really fine. We need to find
that's where we
the ancient treasure of the Dragonlords.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I can just guide you guys and cast the greater restoration spells, then you don't need me anymore. Like, yes, it'd be great to still be around, but it's all the stuff that I specifically have to be there for, and then I can get
Without
taken away
that-
by the Furies.
Without
and you're
that,
fine.
you will have Demos and Artemisia trying to use the scrolls to bludgeon the dragon into friendliness.
Just beating an unconscious dragon with paper.
Oh.
But something that also happens
Oh, no.
as you dock at Metros, which is like a bit of a wave of calm to everyone involved after
Scholars, I don't have time for you right now.
after the Whirlpool. Some of a group of sailors approaches, you as a party, so to speak,
Mhm.
and suggests that what you've seen back there, even though none of them were in the right mind to really remember the stories about it, that must be exactly what an old sailor's tale refers to. That must have been the whirlpool, only known as Charybdis, which is known to be a portal to the Never Sea.
What?
Are you
Are
fucking
you
kidding me?
kidding?
Well, now we know where it is.
We can't get
That's
back
true.
to it, can we?
Can they get back there?
Can we sail back to it?
You have no idea how you got there.
Oh shit!
Oh, come on.
So we go back. No, we never can go back there.
But it may very well be that one of the constellations leads to that exact place.
Maybe the Dreamer takes us there.
No, that's
Maybe.
not the Dreamer.
Maybe the Dreamer takes you to Charybdis, and Charybdis is how you get down there. I don't know. Actually, I might know. How does Darius remember getting to the Nether Sea the first time when he was with Rastigan. Did that involve like how did we find it?
Remembering back. Give me an intelligence check just to see the detail.
Also, once we're done with the whole Typhon Island thing, Darius goes back to Eudora and returns the Staff of Fire, and then reattunes to the Helm of Intellect, or the whatever that was. 22.
Yeah, had you been not a statue at that point, you would have recognized that whirlwind exactly. Like back then, you weren't there on a boat, of course, but dove down into the depths of the whirlpool on the backs of dragons, which was arguably far easier because the winds was not quite as terrible as the ocean current.
Gotcha.
But
I'm like looking over Ariad's notes. That's it.
So we gotta figure out which star
If I hadn't been a
leads
damn
to
statue
that.
at the time, we could have just gone in.
It's the Dreamer. Let's just go. Let's go.
Yeah, Dreamer. It's gotta be.
It's gotta be, man. It's gotta be.
Why would that swallow the star? It's just a hole with hands in it.
Because swallowing, it would swallow us whole.
Yeah.
It's,
what's the story for the ants? Do we know that
bet.
one?
Yeah, we do. It's the punishment of Talius, god of crafting. Hubris was his downfall, created an unnameable creature. Then Cantimane took his power and gave it to two titans.
And chained him in a hole with his hands.
I don't think that was included.
Just looking at the rest of the constellations, there's nowhere else we can go that vaguely sounds like.
We know them
Uther.
all by now.
We either have stories, have been there, or know rumors that aren't stories, like someone knew something about it. Every single one is covered in some way. There are a couple that we don't have the stories for, but like it's ones where like we know where the pirates are, or we know that it's the dragon, like that it's clearly where Hexia is, and the Titan is clearly Sidon's tower.
In my notes, I got something about Cantimane stripping his power, and my notes don't make any more sense to me anymore because they were weeks ago.
We saw Cantimane. He has plenty of power.
Yeah, just looking at the story for the Dreamer, it's very Lutheria themed.
It's gotta be.
No, let's do it. Let's do it then.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
let's roll some dice. Spend some more days.
Spend more days.
Sail.
Spend more days.
I can't believe that was it. My God.
Oh, Darius would like to have a talk with Demos at some point when we're.
Sure. I mean, he's going to be at the rudder, sitting in this chair, with a nice. But normally he drinks like in moderation a little bit, but yeah, he's a little bit tipsy, just sort of having a flask of some good stuff, just in a cheery mood.
So we're like maybe halfway through
There
the
is
first
once more amongst the meat-flubbing ones of us.
Oh God. Yes.
Bleeding man. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to have to find some solution to that. Not
I'm
pleasant.
sure it's the last time.
Huh. If I'm lucky. But thank you for doing everything you can. I assume that you brought me along the sea. Can't think of any way.
I walked
else
upon
you
the
could
bottom and hoisted you up.
You have my gratitude, Demos.
What else was I gonna do? The volcano.
Yeah.
Well, she just shuts up for a moment.
We do everything we can for one another, and I feel that, but it's always difficult for me to understand that other people feel the same in regards to me, and I'm starting to see it.
We're the chosen heroes, Darius. Nothing in this universe can stop us.
Well, and to that end, there's something I'd like to discuss with you. I intended it to be a surprise, but the way events have turned out, it's probably not going to happen. Well, you see, this list of things that we've asked Vulcan to create for us. I intended on asking you, with your plans if we were lucky enough to find an adamantine ingot, I would have offered you to, well, take the place of those items. And since Vulcan has already started on the Sentinel Shield, I'm afraid he won't be able to stop. The reason I bring this up is because, well, the items in question that we have written down here as Sentinel Shield, Amulet of Health, is just a ruse. In fact, it will be a gift for you, which I hope that I'll be here to see it, but I may not be. So if nothing comes after I've left, and Vulcan is expected to deliver a Sentinel Shield, don't worry about it. Nothing's happened to him. He'll be fine. Myself and Eudora, do you remember that road trip that we took when we had a few days to sit around while the old trust was being prepared? We
Yeah, you met a dragon. The dragon just looks out at her.
Yes, well, getting her to come with us was more than we expected, more than we bargained for. What we in fact went there for was to ask her for some of her scales. And we managed to do even better than expected, as well as some information about what you would need. You were being so adamant and so good about saving your money for Pythor's ultimate weapon that, we sort of saw that, and well, it occurred to us that having met a green dragon, that being able to use some of her scales to impart upon you some resistance against Hexia's abilities when the day comes could be very useful. But didn't want you to take away anything of your savings, so we paid for it and managed to convince Hexia to, or not Hexia, sorry, Xerxia to impart with us some of her scales so that it could be made. Vulcan has everything. So I was hoping that would be a nice surprise, but just in case I'm taken away, that's coming for you, and I hope you make good use of it.
He looks at Darius. Oh. It's very unexpected. I mean,
there's more than one way to look out for one another and to change someone's future, Demos.
So he looks at the bottle and hands it over to Darius. Have some good stuff. I took it out for.
Yeah, I'll sit. I'll maybe lean against the pillar that's holding the balustrade. Take a swig. Pass it back to him. Yeah, it was going to be a whole thing, but then we lost Eudora, and then I might not be here either, so
I'm
not quite as celebratory as I would have liked, but such is life, I suppose.
I'm touched. Facing Hexia is going to be my greatest challenge.
It will. And we'll do everything I can to be there for you.
Darius, we will do everything we can to make sure you're there for it.
Smiles at that, takes the bottle, does another swig, passes it back. I know you will. And whichever way it goes, I'll be very proud to have fought alongside you. But you'll have that either way.
After all, I came here being but a champion of Mitros. Now I've risen to be a hero. Never had a teacher who could teach me that before. You certainly tried. If nothing else, I've seen your struggle to be the person you want to be.
So grimaces at that a little bit. Yes. I worry that if I do resurrect Dareth Axel after all this time, she may not recognize. I think she might see more similarities in you than in me of the person that she remembers.
Well, then I have another question for you, Darius. If you could give yourself back then a piece of advice, what would you say?
After all I've learned from my time with the rest of you, I suppose I would say it's okay to lean on others as they lean on you. I fear that on our journey I've taken too much upon myself, trying to spare the rest of you, or because I can. These abilities that seem to have come from the Fates, or at least influenced by the Fates. I will use them as much as I can for good, but they've come at a very heavy price. And I'm not sure how to put it succinctly, but I do miss the valor, or I none of the decisions that I've made, I think I'll believe them to be right at the time, but maybe they weren't. And somewhere along the way, I've lost who I used to be, and that's all. That's all right. People grow, they change. But just try to remember all the people that you used to be along the way, and make sure that you're honoring them.
Demas thinks about that for a moment and nods slowly. That sounds like unusually wise advice, I would say. Then again,
Oh,
the goddess of wisdom said, "You're a hero. You will know what is right." So, he should have shrugged. I suppose it's good to hear something else.
well, I'm not a god. What do I know? I'm just trying to do the right thing.
Ah, well, they lean on us for answers.
So it would appear.
We're the best this world's got. And I think we will have been making damn well good of it. Darius, if there's one thing this most recent experience have taught me, it is that me and Artemisia. She looks at him and looks a little serious there as he takes a deep swig of the drink. Eudora's loss was hard on all of us, but you and her had something. Your understanding, your knowledge of this world, of how things work in it, different from ours. I can break anything. I can win against any foe. But when an ally of mine is turned to a block of stone, he shakes his head. At that moment, I'm helpless.
I think, Demos, that's why there were 5 chosen heroes, not 1.
And that's why I will. She looks to Pythor and to and Kira, who's on there. He sighs slightly. I will ask whichever gods can hear and care about such things that you stay with us, rather than be taken by whatever forces will come to you. Because without you, these 5 heroes will have been reduced to almost just half our number. That is before any real battle with the Titans themselves.
The threat of the Furies was only that I be taken to the island where such treachery belongs. Wherever that place is, even if the worst happens, I know that you'll find me. I know that Artemisia will find me. I know that Ariad will find me.
In Hades, wherever else they would try to hide you, yes.
And wherever that would be, I would still try to learn as much as possible to gather that knowledge that that you, as you say, I bring to the team. I would still try to do my part. All I'm trying to do with these 3 days is navigate you towards Jezebel, Darathaxel, and to cast the spells that I need to cast. After that, even if I'm gone, we'll find each other again. And you'll have 2 dragon allies from the first war against the Titans. That's not nothing.
He nods. Yet it is us who carry the weight. And with your help now, it seems I'll be carrying it a little bit better. Yeah. I'll make sure
Hopefully
to
this-
go to Eudora and thank her as well. Though I don't know if she can hear anything.
You could talk to Juniper if you like. And he resummons Juniper.
He'll look at the owl, hand it the bottle. Actually, I'll pour, and he'll hold it up so they can drink from it.
It's
If
I
there's
don't-
any part of Eudora in there, can understand and hear, then well, you've paid me a lot of mind, more than I thought you would, given the circumstances. We all have our destinies, all have a place, all have things to do, and sometimes prioritizing can be difficult. So, have a drink on me, little owl.
Al like hops up on your wrist and then like, starts like pecking at it.
Mm-hmm. Sure, he'll let it have some.
I know that
Then more, really.
Eudora's mind is not with Juniper. It's by design. That is the workaround. It had to be that way. But I believe that part of her soul, her heart, the things that she believed in have manifested. And she'll continue to do whatever she can for us, even after being, he looks pretty sad at this moment, struck down by Lutheria herself. She won't give up.
Ariad's whole family, whole clan was taken in the same way.
If nothing else, it shows that Lutheria sees us, that she tries to pick us apart instead of face us together. She's been very mysterious this whole time, but those actions, they tell us something.
And it makes me worry at times. Yes, for those I've left behind in Mitra. We can't
Well,
be
then-
there when the worst happens. And
Well,
trusting
then let's sooner that you finish your goal and Pythor returns to his former self, he can be ready to take on that arm for us.
He was not right.
We could count on no one better than the god of battle to defend the city.
Let's not fall into gloom. You've
No,
paid me
on
respect.
the contrary. On the contrary, it's hope.
What
You'll be
what
bringing hope.
the news you've told me about is something that I'll cherish.
Well, then,
It's a long time, it feels like, since someone has given me something without expecting something in return.
I do expect something in return. I expect you to kill that dragon.
Oh, I was going to do that anyway.
Exactly.
It's like asking me to eat breakfast.
Well, I'm not sure what to say at them. You're welcome. I know that this sort of gives Juniper some ear scritches, saying, I know that she would have wanted to see you happy with it as well. Sorry that she couldn't be here to tell you herself. And
He'll glance over to Cirxia, thinking that he's going to be wearing her like laid off hide. Maybe it'll bring them closer.
don't let her try to trick you into thinking you owe her something. Price for those scales paid in advance.
I don't think she would.
She'd be wise not to. And I think we can fade out from that scene.
And see what happens during the journey, right?
Yes, now I believe we have some random encounters to.
Some XP burn.
I believe we do, because some of those certainly have some interesting twists to them, don't they?
Yes.
So
Why
it would
did
seem.
roll the one and find the place 2 days faster?
Well, I
You,
rolled it
you know
last
that
time.
things get
Nice.
concerning when all 4 of us are on the beat.
All right. Day 1.
Right. Just to confirm, you're sailing towards the Dreamer.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
We should get there on the day, the one day
Yeah, with 1 day left.
yeah. Unless we get off course again.
Well,
Yeah,
if we go towards the whirlpool, that's what we want.
That's true.
Yeah,
we
during
hit
this
that
day
faster.
of travel, you do notice that the sailors are doing some odd things. Like perhaps you walk about while they're doing their usual thing, and you see some of the sailors having trouble like rolling up the ropes, like in the little circles that you store them in, like in piles. Because it apparently suddenly became very important to do it counterclockwise, not clockwise like they used to, because that's what you
Are
do
we in
when you.
Australia?
Well, no, not exactly. But that's like apparently something you do when you want to confuse the bad luck spirits that haunt every boat and such. Because they universally agree that sailing towards the Dreamer is a terrible idea, but that's what they signed up for. So and they're all like little thing. They're doing all the little things that they are sure will help somehow. Give me a D100.
Sure. Let's see what D100 gives us. 62? What did I roll last time? 92.
That's something we've had before. As you actually no, this is the wrong one. 62. Oh, okay. As you're sailing along towards the empty spot of stars at the horizon, you see a distant speck appearing in the sky. And you recognize the silhouette of a flying bird, but this one appears to be enormous in size. As it draws closer, your entire ship is cast into shadow. The gargantuan creature begins circling the ship as it slowly descends, the powerful downdraft from its massive wings making it difficult to stand upright on the deck. We'll go into initiative here pretty quickly.
Oh boy.
Oh, all right.
I may need a minute to actually prepare this.
That's okay. I'll take a get a
Bird's
drink.
so big that it blots out the sun.
Wow,
Those rolls.
Depends how high it was. You think I can,
a creature, all right.
Flying Kraken. Oh.
No,
God Killer finds us.
It looks distinctly bird-like and quite ordinary, if not for its absolutely
Size.
ridiculous size.
Humongous seagull.
Make it really easy to hit then.
Oh, look at that thing.
That is big.
It announces its arrival both with the deafening sound of its just wing beat, really, and a screech as it's eyeing whoever's currently on deck. Is Sarah back in?
I can hear. I'll be right there.
Just get started here as the rock does a flyby, basically trying to pick up this poor, unfortunate sailor as it flies past.
Oh,
Fly here, and we'll try to grab him in its talons. And he for sure does.
ow.
Sailor struggles mightily, but can't really do anything.
Uh-oh.
That's 21 damage, right? Boy.
Jesus Christ. Bullbug!
For this particular attack, the bird will actually try to not damage him too much, but he can't really avoid killing this poor sailor.
No. Guys, that's our first death on this crew.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably others we haven't even noticed.
No, it's been a point of pride. This session,
Eldritch
man.
Blast.
It's all full.
Came right out of nothing. Yeah.
And quicken spell. Do
Is
it
there
4
anything
times.
we can do to like knock this thing out of the sky? What about thunderclaps? Is that something the staff could do?
Don't think so. I think it's basically a lightning bolt.
Thunder and lightning. We need this thing killed one of us, so
Mhm.
It can do a lot. Lightning strike is a lightning bolt. Thunderbolt just does damage and deafens. It can't really stun from range or drop something
Yeah,
from
it has to
range.
be a melee
maybe
attack for the
lightning
stunning
bolt I
effect.
guess is kinda good, right? 96.
Eric can probably swoop down from the crow's nest and lightning bolt from the sky so it doesn't hit anyone else.
That seems like good use.
Yeah.
It would have to do
What
a
does that do?
dexterity saving throw.
DC 17.
It fails.
Nice.
Then it takes 96 lightning damage.
Do you want to roll it, Malachi? I'm eating
Oh,
a
you
banana.
Sure, I'll do it then. 96. Oh, 25.
Alright. Some of the feathers are singed, but overall the beast is just so massive that it barely seems bothered by it.
Wasn't
She
really
could do a
much.
quickened Eldritch because we've had a long rest, right?
Yeah.
She could do a quickened Eldritch Blast.
It's
after
true.
that.
Why not do it? I can click
So,
that. Blam, blam,
oh
blam.
dang!
Is it 3 or 2?
It's 2, I think.
Well, then there's 2 there.
Yeah.
26, 24.
Well, the bird is feeling that. Demos.
Well, I mean, I can't really get to it.
You
I
are
don't really do
very
range
far
attacks
away.
particularly. But we do have guns on the boat.
You do, it's true.
We haven't really used
Use
them,
for the first
but
time.
we have them, and this is why
Sure.
we have them. Just look up
I actually made a token for them way back when.
what they actually do. Ballistic bolt. Yes.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, people who are not us can use them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shoot the thing down. They'll go in and make a shot with a ballista. So I have +7 to hit. Let's just roll a d20 +7.
Yeah, hits
Oh,
for sure.
nice.
All right, then we have 3d10 piercing damage. 19.
19. Chunk into the
They will
bird.
action surge to shoot it again.
I believe the ballista need to be reloaded for a bit before I can shoot them again.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of sailors. Can we?
Yeah, it still takes time. It is already assumed that there's sailors with you helping.
It does say they can be fired once per turn.
Gotcha.
Well, maybe they can try to shoot them too.
I mean, they can. They weren't really ready for it, so they'll need a round to actually get up to the ballista and start cranking.
That's fair.
Beyond that, I will use the rest of my movement to fire it, and then can move over here.
Okay. Artemisia.
All right.
Get on the thing.
Gotta get
Don't let it
fast.
move.
I use that for Step of the Wind to use that as a bonus action, so I'll go 45, and then my other 45, which puts me on the corner of its corner. Because circular things.
Which one did you fire from, Manikai? This one? Do you have them shoot from there?
One is on.
They should shoot from all of them.
Yeah, but you only get one.
I shot at this one
You shot with that one, so that's
because it was on my way. I was right next to it, so I shot and then
Gotcha.
ran.
so that's aft starboard. Take one off of that.
And I'll swing at it with my new axe
Oh, there he goes.
with awful rolls.
10, 11 both miss.
Awful.
Darius.
I will cast Fly on Demos.
Yes.
Get a 60-foot fly speed while I'm concentrating. You know what? It is touch, but I'll have Juniper go up and provide you she can use a reaction to deliver a touch spell for me. And then what do I have? A bonus action and movement. So then I'll spend my 30-foot movement, get as much as I can. Sorry about Demos. Oh no, I can't jump on this square. Whatever, I'll go here. Or maybe I'll have jumped into this boat. There we go. I'll do that. And then can I do any bonus action shenanigans? Artemisia is 2-way. I'll give Demos Bardic because I think Artemisia is too far away. Yeah, so I guess resistance to piercing, or
Sure.
no, let's do slashing. I think he did slashing damage.
All right.
Don't think I long rested, so there we go.
Getting bird.
That's me.
This is certainly something that Kira might be interested in making more exciting. Someone give me a d4.
I got it. 2.
No, she's just gonna write about it. Bulbuck, though, he sees a meal. Look at that.
Giant chicken.
He's gonna go here and swing over Artemisia's head at the thing. 1 and miss. 2, and that's a good hit. 27.
Very close to a crit. Nice.
Pythor agrees. Like this is a foe to be vanquished. And while he stumbles a bit, he still has an axe and a lot of vigor in his heart. He'll go here and swing. He's also picked up a great axe. And we'll swing.
Smith roll great axe.
Plus 18. Ooh.
Plus
Myth.
18.
He can't really miss. Like, he has disadvantage on everything.
Christ.
Oh my god.
It's amazing.
His lowest
Yeah.
roll was a 20.
With godlike strength, unsurprisingly, he just smashes into like the thighs of this massive bird as it just sort of does the thing where it just wiggles and like flaps its wings trying to get away.
It's like 87 damage it took. Oh my god.
And then the bird will try to leave because this is terrible. It's got a meal in its paws. That's good enough.
Attack of opportunity.
So do Bulbug and Pythor also get attack of opportunity?
Oh my
But Bulbug isn't close enough.
No, it's leaving his reach, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
true. Yeah. All right.
You attacked it earlier.
Artemisia hit. 10, 31, 25, 24. The bird is limping if it could, but it's...
Shoot it. We got like 400 range in these ballistae.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ballistae are gonna get 1 volley off each. You can each give me a d20 plus 7 if the sailors are cranking.
I have macros for them.
Oh, well. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, do it each, why not?
I'll cast Bless on the sailors. Give them extra attack rolls.
I mean, I'll jump on a thing to help.
Yeah,
I'm like
do
2 seconds away from
Kablamo. So that's 16 for 15 damage from aft port.
They will be in long range, so shooting at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I'll just roll an extra d20. See. 18. So that would use the roll there.
Much better.
So 16.
But
Sure.
yeah, that hits that hurls a bolt towards the rock, the massive bird, and it plummets into the sea.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
Well done, sailor. Unfortunately, we have lost a crew member. So
I'll retrieve him.
we can have a
Sure,
sailor's
yeah,
funeral for him.
Yeah. Sailor's funeral. So, you know what? We'll also drag the bird in here. It's going to be cooked. But
Yeah.
what?
Sure.
Is there a rock thing? Is that an ingredient for us?
That's a
No.
good question, actually.
Right? Like a rock feather?
Oh, Rock's eye.
Rock's eye. Let's.
I vaguely remember seeing one.
What's the eyes of the eagle? What's that do?
That's, I don't know, but it's
Is that
rock's
for like
eye.
a crystal ball or something? Let's take a look at the component potential item list.
Eyes of the eagle are basically glasses that when you put them on, you have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. And in conditions of clear visibility, you can make out details at extreme distances.
Do those require attunement?
They do, yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Less
you know,
cool.
2 eyeballs.
if we have,
Put this
yeah.
thing in the grill.
Yeah, plop the eyeballs out.
still good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
They effectively let you scrutinize locations from a far distance and get more information about them.
It'd be great to
Spyglass
have as a
glasses.
Dragon Lord,
Yeah.
but I'm maxed out on things I can
Yeah.
have attuned, so.
Flying around in Aravander and being able to see like crazy distances
Yeah, exactly.
from the sky, that would be really cool.
Fly.
Take the other one for Darth Axel. Yeah.
Woo.
One day. Good to know that we have him. We'll keep him preserved. Cook the rest.
Alright. Day 1.
Looks like meat's back on
Success.
the
A loss of a sailor. We never got
Yeah,
to the sea.
we gotta have a good funeral for him. Thing.
I'm Mitrosian. I would bury people at sea.
It's true.
Maybe it's upright. That now
We
dragon.
managed to go 26 days of sailing and encounters and voyaging against the Titans and before our first death.
I mean, they're just gonna say it's because we're sailing to the.
To the Dreamer, that's true. But still, we're gonna try and have like some inspirational speeches, a nice tribute to him.
Yeah.
Get his
maybe
name.
what they signed up for.
Look at his name from like a little notepad.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Dedicate their story to. You know. Those
I
who
mean,
didn't
when all this is over, we'll get like he'll have like a street name left, or like a town square named after him or something.
Alright.
Yeah, the evening is then spent with a nice bird barbecue.
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Yeah, exactly. As you sail on. It's worth noting that you quickly notice that there are some grumpy sailors.
Oh, I could study spells.
Mm-hmm.
The situation has caused some of the sailors to be a bit grumpy towards Xerxia, because predators like this on the ocean are not unheard of. And what smart sailors normally do is have bait for them. Whenever they know that something like this is about to happen, they just have like an oxen or something on deck, which will be snatched up instead of someone important. But Xerxia keeps eating all of them, so there isn't any.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Rough.
But
I'm gonna spend today learning Fireball and Firebolt. That's a thing.
journey continues. You can mark off another day on your sheet.
Another
Oh.
day marked. It is one
Anakai?
day.
How much do we have in the bank? Because I actually might need to dip into my share. I'll definitely make sure you have enough. The rod if we get a chance, like when we get there.
Currently, we have in gold, in just gold value, not liquidating any items that
Yeah.
do not have a set gold value, is 22,238.
Can we divide that up, and then whatever you're short by, or I'll make sure that you have what you need when the time comes. I actually need them to be able to learn more magic.
I
Well, how
mean,
much do you need?
take the 2,000, I guess. We don't need money right now.
2,000 help?
Are you sure? You want to just give me 2,000 out of the bank?
I don't see why not. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
what are we going to
Sure.
spend it on right now?
we have 22,000. So
That
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. 22,000. Eh?
So, yeah,
you'll
just,
get them in worth of 2 emeralds, worth 1,000 gold each.
Okay,
there you
cool.
go. Easy.
Spend them, or spend part of them. Break them down. 50 per level, right? Sorry, I'm just doing my own thing. Just ignore me. You can keep going.
All right.
All right.
And with that,
I learned
Yeah.
magic.
cruising through the choppy sea, the Forgotten Sea,
Mm-hmm.
you eventually return to a familiar sight of a massive whirlwind, a whirlpool even,
Oh, we were right.
in the middle of the ocean. This time, at least the sailors are meeting this not with panic, but with steely-eyed determination. At this time,
Yeah.
you've been looking for this. They expect they have an idea what's about to happen. None of them are happy about it, but they signed up for this. They would do it again to protect Mitros and Phylea and all that live on anywhere against the Titans. They will go through heaven and hell, and this seems to be the latter.
Yeah.
So I would then ask you whether you want to attempt to steer away from the whirlpool as it once again tries to drag you into its depths,
Never.
or if you just want to see what's on the other side.
Yeah, I can look into.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did already, sort of, but
Let's head on
also
in.
it's a
Two
new day, right?
dragons from the first war wait for.
It's a new day, right? Just-
I have ticked the days.
Yep. At the end of today, Darius will be an Oathbreaker. We have this day to do what we need to do.
Let's try to sail so that we can circle safely into the pit.
Take a freaking long rest. There we go.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we could try and reduce the damage from, that the ship is taking. But yeah, we go in.
It's going to be the kind of stressful hour that no role-playing mechanic can really get across. As there isn't any singular super challenging moment, but it is just a constant battle with the elements to try to somehow steer the ship in a way that you don't even know is the safest way. As well, there's no real manual to how to sail into whirlpool. But in the end, through whatever you do, really, the end result is the same as the Ultros. Tips forward, almost getting vertical as you can stare straight down into the depths of the hole in the ocean, seeing really nothing other than blackness. And eventually, there's where you expect a falling and a crashing and a tumbling. There's more of a lurching, as while the boat might get vertical as it slides down the wall of water that rotates around the whirlpool. You somehow still manage to keep your footing, as if there's a new down, a new up, really, a new sideways. You're swirling and swirling into the depths, and then you're somewhere else. There's something in the middle that seems to be missing, although perhaps it's not, you just don't remember what exactly happened. But in the end, rather than sucking your ship down to the ocean floor as whirlpools tend to do, the whirlpool has apparently transported you to a dark and abyssal sea. You are once again surrounded by utterly serene but black, oily, and expansive waters, stretching in all directions under a oddly claustrophobic sky, which is not lit by stars, but just strange lights that sort of flash and blink and move around a bit and seem awfully close. Sort of like stars, but too close, just there, sort of watching you. Looking around, the rest is just dark, with one area of light, however, being rather apparent, some distance away, some minutes, perhaps some hours of sailing. Who knows how distances really work? It's not really glowing or lit by itself, but it seems to be a myriad of mirrors, just reflecting light from everywhere, really, as if it was some giant sun itself that doesn't actually glow.
Does this look how? Remember it? When you're in the Nether Sea.
It certainly is reminiscent of just a massive amount of mirrors for some reason. It sparks some memories. With that in mind, however, I think after this, it would be a good spot to stop the session.
I mean, you're absolutely right. It is, but
because we do not have Ari, we've started a new thing that I would rather not start just before our hiatus, as it were. And perhaps the imagery of. I do actually have a picture for you. I'm sure I have a picture.
It's like ending of season 1, as we.
Yeah. That's right.
How do I not have a picture?
The dragons are coming, we promise.
That's a bad picture. I guess this might be one I can show. That's not exactly what it looks like. It gets the gist across. Maybe at least.
Ooh, very cool. That's neat.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah, you can sort of in the dark make out like rock formations, almost like islands, but you're pretty sure that they are actually walls instead and ceilings, and feels awfully upside down. The water that sort of laps against your ship is no longer like the nice, refreshing water that you know, but has sort of an oily substance to it. It sticks for a bit and shimmers a little bit, like in various colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Never Sea. You're pretty sure certain.
Whew. Well, that was a pretty chaotic session, but what a place to end it. I'm
good.
I'm looking forward to January.
It was a session where there were many roles that actually made a difference.
Oh yeah.
I
Like Jezebel's fate is very much not in control. Like we were trying to farm enough XP, and now it's gonna come to dice rolls.
We might have made it.
I mean, you don't know because.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Did I
How much
give you
XP?
Did I give you XP for the Canalov?
I
Yes.
don't
number. We have 40,000.
I'm almost certain I did.
I'm pretty sure you did.
But you
I
also.
remember going like, oh yeah, we have a good amount then, or something like that.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
almost certain because it was like
between
it was
between
crazy.
today and the rest of this in-game day, can we make 8,000 each? I don't know. It's a pretty tall
8,000
order.
each might push it.
That's a steep order.
Yeah, that's a
There's a
Something
lot of
else.
story
And,
stuff that we're
Well,
gonna.
let's see what we get
hopefully
today. Let's see what the.
You get 4,500 each.
get. Yeah, there we go.
Well, how much are the Furies worth?
Yeah.
I mean, that gets us real close, guys.
4,500. We were at
We need
40,601.
Just imagine, guys, failing to cure Hezebel after all this.
Yeah. So sorry. We got 4.5 each.
Yeah.
4,500 each.
4,500 each.
So that's
So we're now at
45,101.
Out of
So-
48.
So just 3 more. 3,000
Yeah.
more. Then we're good.
Times 4
enough to
minus
matter.
404.
Which isn't that bad.
And of course, Adarius. Still need that. Otherwise, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm trying
we
to do things
We
so
should
that it's
rather
all
try
before
wait
the
this day
Furies
to
come.
end, right? Because we don't actually know if they'll show up on the day, but I mean, probably
Yeah.
not. I don't think it's like you break an oath and then they're there.
I was told that it was going to be either hours or days. So if we're unlucky, it might be hours.
Yeah. But if that's the case, then
It's nothing I can count on.
It still gets us another day
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
if it
because hours after the day you did it, right? So
if it
if you
out
make
if
the
it's
deadline, that
hours,
still means it's like tomorrow.
if it's hours, it's still
So-
XP we can get.
We
It's
need
a
to
full rest.
farm. We need in one day to get 11,596 by the time we fought and defeated Hezebel in order to get to level 9 and be able to use those scrolls
Easy.
without
That's
any
just like
no luck. I don't see that happening.
Cobalt or something.
Ah, I see it.
Like even I don't know how much a dragon is worth, but
A lot.
11,000 though.
I mean, we're gonna have story XP and other stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Remember, as a GM, this game, I remember high-level demons are so much more than a bunch of low-level demons.
Yeah.
You'd have 2 encounters, same CR, but vastly different rewards because the high-level monsters are just incredibly much more worth than the small
Mhm.
one. You want to kill few big things if that's. But
Still, if
I
there's a
mean,
random
they just
encounter
can't be
in the
huge,
Nether
right? Let's see
Sea,
what we find in here. And,
well,
and how are we even going to find this stash?
that's what's in Darius's head. That's why we need to do this before the Furies take me away. Because then once we get there, you guys know it. Like, when,
Well, yeah, but
if
we still have
can-
to
if we
destroy
can
the
restore
dragon,
it-
so.
that's the whole thing. If we restore Hezebel's sanity, then Hezebel's a guide for the Nether Sea, and
How do we find
yeah.
Hezebel?
I know how to get to Hezebel.
Oh, okay,
Because
cool.
because I've been here before. This is the route that I took with Hezebel, and then she got trapped in the God Killer's prison. So all I have to do is retrace those steps and cure her, and then the Nether Sea is basically unlocked. But you need Darius around to do it, which is why I'm trying to get this done before the Furies come.
We'll do it. Even when the Furies come, we'll kill them.
Yep.
It'll be fine.
Ideally, so I hope so. I hope we get a long rest in between. That would suck if we do all this. Just imagine I resurrect Arethaxel just to say hi. Kidnapped.
Be funny.
Pretty brutal for her though.
All right. On that. I'm gonna
Oh,
kill
on that
streams.
note, actually, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
If